I thought the diagnoses were done, but they'll always be the same. Penny for my dots, cause you know I'm trying to change. If I ever took a loss, charge it to the game. When we see guys, we don't slang. Any MC, I put them in the grave. I'ma make them disappear like my name was David Blaine. Flown like I'm Little Wayne, came the way I'm setting flames. It's funny how niggas...
Anyways, we are...
Let's go. Trying to get me to do a couple of radios as well.
This jersey is nice, you know.
Oh, nice. Actually, I was looking like, Jordan put in some effort today.
Yeah, so we got me this for my birthday / Christmas. I was like, oh Lord, me and Fix are matching. He has one as well.
Well, Fix have one as well,
yeah, let me show you that.
But yeah, we're in.
Oh, we're in.
What's popping?
What's going on, lads?
Not much. Fam, this weather is shit.
Ah, class. Love that.
You know what? Jordan has turned into one of those people that wants to show his kid to everybody.
Except at work.
That's the one place you show your kid.
No, that's the one place I mean. I come in, do my thing, bounce. Or even if I am in. Because I remember when people used to show me their kids at work, they're like, "Oh look," I was like, "Nigga, I don't care, man." But when people I know,
we're not friends.
Yeah, when people I know, I don't care if you don't care. I'm gonna show you anyways.
I won't lie. Your dad life story is more interesting than anything else you post.
Is it? Yeah.
It's more interesting than anything
I
else
love, because I have a fatherhood one, because obviously, like, I have two, so I'm a father, you know what I mean? It's not even dad, I'm a papa. But it's like, I see him and I'm like, I can relate to a lot of this. So even like, you tweeted last night, you got up there or something, you got sick everywhere, innit? Yeah, I can relate to all that.
Trying to get him to sleep, and then like, usually you get to sleep, but it was taking longer than usual. Just vomited everywhere, on the bed, like got it out. Cittg had to re-shower again, got on the bed, the duvet, bet you had to be changed, and he had to be showered, and you were like, oh, that means he's going to bed on an empty stomach. So you're going back down at like half 12 or something, getting him fed again, and then trying to put it back. And it was like, by the time everything is done, it's like 1 a.m. You're like,
that's like...
I hear what Temmie was on Charlie Mason's podcast, and he says, parenting can only be done from a place of love. Because a lot of things you put up with.
And you niggas, are you hearing what he said? 1 a.m. Simba tweeting during the week. Baby fever. Travis as well. I want a baby as well. They all think just what Jordan is, right?
Yeah,
These people think they see the cute pics, the tracksuits, Christmas. They'll show you pepper.
Yeah, but
they'll show you sugar.
I'm not gonna lie. See Jordan match with his kid is like, you know what? That's kind of cool.
You see? It's more than that. Matching 30 nappies, the sickness. When they're sick, then you get sick. Are you ready for that? Another thing it is, right? Yeah. You're working 8 hours in the day. He's at home, right? Terrible tales, terrible trees, stressing the mom out. You're home and you have to deal with the mom now as well. Do you know what I mean? Like, and then I find you'll see when he's older, yeah. With like my son, he knows who the boss is.
Yeah.
Like when his ma's giving out to him and all, he laughs at her.
Yeah.
No, he laughs at her.
Like,
my son. But the only thing I love about both my kids, yeah, like both of them have my personality. They're both cheeky. They don't give a shit. Do you know what I mean? But see him, he laughs at when she goes. But see me though, like if he no is no when he knows. Do you know what I mean? Like, but still, man, these kids.
Nah, it's because I remember when I posted my birthday, Ricardo was like, "Oh, this is giving me baby fever." I said, "Don't." Do you know, even that photo shoot? Do you know how hard it was to just get him? To
Milk is 50 and 50, 50 and 60 for hungrier babies.
And then sometimes you see the Tesco value card, they sell your dreams. That's €2
in cost of living.
That's €2 off. But no, it's an experience. It was his birthday last week as well. So
happy birthday, Fix, man.
Yeah, what's good? So I text Jordan because obviously it's his kid's birthday.
Oh, I seen that.
It's his kid's birthday. Let me buy something for the you in it. I text Jordan like, what is your kid like?
I saw that,
bro. Say Coco Melon or Bluey or something.
Yeah.
That guy is just vibing.
What did you say? You should have asked for a Rolex. 18.
The woman said I should have said that. Oh, he likes his dad's rent to be paid for years. That's what he likes.
Oh, that's crazy.
Shut up, man.
Wait. But what were gifts like for Fix's birthday?
It was mainly a lot of people sent money over because like, what are you gonna get him? Yeah. Like a lot of people sent money over. We just put it in his account and. Yeah, it's kind of mad. It goes quick and it goes slow.
Yeah, I was going to say, Fix doesn't account.
Credit. My wife is organized, so he has a little credit union thing that's just there. So because you can't even access it, you have to go there to get the thing.
I won't be like putting in his name.
Stop you for that. See, our parents didn't do this. No little phone. That's what white people do. Little phones and all. You know what I mean? Like,
so you can't even just be like,
he turned 18. Yeah.
You know, remember, I think Taser was with Matthew on 90s Babies, and he said his friend Matthew used to pay rent when he lived with his mom. When he was like 17, when he started working, 16, 17. He said his friend Matthew used to pay rent when he was with his mom. By the time he was 25, all that money, his man just saved and gave it back to him. So those are like things that are like we can. I was like, oh, that's a good one because you make them think they're paying rent, but no, because some people are bad with money and they're bad at saving.
Yeah.
So if you give, and it's also like a bit of responsibility that they learn early. They're like, okay, I have to. But then they get that money back when they're 25, 26, can get a mortgage, can get a car, and all that stuff. But speaking of that life, yeah, I watch If I Speak. I saw your daughter told you to shut the fuck up.
Yeah, let's talk about this.
It rattled my brain because I couldn't imagine when she's saying this, yeah, because obviously she's half Irish and she's saying this to you, and you in your head it's like it's definitely come from that side. What's going on?
Is your first thought? Who the fuck are you talking to?
Right, just for quick context, yeah. It wasn't shut the fuck up because I'll be in jail right now, right?
Sorry.
It was shut your mouth. So she's going to
What's the fucking difference?
yeah, do you know what? Do you know what?
Oh, and you know what's worse with the Irish accent?
Yeah. See, the thing is, obviously, like I said before, like I'm very open with this because, like I said, with me, I don't want to just be coming up here and being like fake or whatever. Do you know what I mean? I'll tell the whole truth within reason or whatever. So I haven't with like home mother breakup wasn't easy. At start, it was easy because I'm sure you have a question for me later on, obviously, with the attack I had this week. But so when I got in a new relationship, that's when things started to turn. I remember my mom saying it to me as well. It's like, there's gonna be trouble when you get a new girlfriend. And I was like, nah, hardly, no, there's not. And then you know, like I was like, oh, she's happy with her boyfriend, blah blah blah, this, that, and that. As soon as I got with herself, and obviously the kid and all came, there was trouble and there was division. Then my daughter didn't like want to come to the house, so she didn't really come to the house. And when I go see her, I normally see her at my mom's, but there was a period where I wasn't seeing her for a while. Do you know what I mean? There was just difficulties. So within that, usually like we're co-parenting. Okay, my house there's an African way where like you're doing your dishes. You know what I mean? You're cleaning the dishes, you're cleaning your room, you're doing that, those chores. And there's authority, like I said earlier. But in her mom's, you know yourself going around Mundilis. I remember the first time, bro, being in a Mundilis house, one of them told her man, fuck off. And me, like, I'm expecting, like, war. Because if I told my man to fuck off, they'll slap me so hard, like, they'll hear it in Africa, do you get me? They'll hear that slap in Congo. So, obviously, she answers back to her man, she's used to that, you know what I mean? So, when I was, like, trying to discipline her, she told me to shut my mouth going up the stairs. Now, I picked up a glass that was on the table. And if it wasn't for Sophia Dongo, we're not sitting on this chair, there's no media room. Because I was like, who are you speaking to? Do you get me? So, yeah, so that's what that was, man.
And in terms of, like, co-parenting, and you were saying, you said you were in one relationship, that you got into another. One thing that I was thinking about, like, how does parenting work with the new partner? Can your partner parent your kid the way that you would parent your kid, or is there boundaries? Like, this whole world that you live in now, so it's like, okay, you parent your kid a certain way, but can your new partner talk to your kid that way?
I think, for me, this is my opinion now. I'm not saying this as a fact before people are defund mics. This is like my opinion. So say with my situation now, right? The guy clearly takes care of my daughter. Clearly, and my daughter likes him as well. Do you get me? I always want, like my child just to have respect. That's my own thing, because that is a reflection of my parenting and her parenting. Do you get me? So say for instance, like for those times where like it's not only me now. She's like got smart. I remember before I think I came up here on this podcast. And she was squaring up to her ma.
Oh, yeah.
Do you hear me? That's what I'm telling you, she has my attitude. She's squaring up to her ma. So if he's like, Vinay, like you can't be doing that. I don't mind that. But it's when it's like threatening or if it's physical, then it's a problem. Do you get me? But to correct her or something, of course, yeah. You're in her life. Like, you've been there for 3 years or 4 years or whatever. Do you get me?
No, that's fair.
What do you think, though?
No, I think, like, I would think, as long as everybody has a child's best interest at heart,
of course,
I think that's what's most important. And you said this week the new you got dissed.
Yeah. Did you hear about this?
No.
So obviously my man, is a rapper. Her new don't laugh, John. Don't wait.
Oh god.
Don't wait.
Oh god.
Sorry, go ahead.
He's Mundilla like from Fingless. So you'll think they're kind of rap. It's not like
wait. Before we even start.
Yeah. I love that.
Can he rap? Because there's a difference between being a rapper and being able to rap. You know what? You're not the person to ask. Yeah. Jordan.
I've never heard of rap.
Okay, wait.
You are no, you can't look at me. You are a sin. No, don't look about that. I did ask real questions. All about that.
Because I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. If you can't rap and you diss me, so no one's listening to it anyways. You did your Spotify wrapped up and you have 10 listens. One listener and it's you.
You're nobody's number one fan.
You're babe's number one fan.
But what you said was your ex was also on the song.
Nah, you can't feature when he's dissing me. Because anything he says about me, you chose me.
Hey. So when you hear this,
yeah,
you hear this, you get this, and then you hear, wait, you're in it too. Like, what's going on?
So here's the
My
gig,
head's
right?
spinning.
So obviously Simba mastered it, right? No wait, number one. No wait.
I hate when niggas do this. How do you skip?
So context. I'm gonna give you context.
Okay,
I'm gonna give you context.
let me let you land, and then we're gonna come.
Right.
590.
The highest level of analysis. I can't wait to hear all this, right? So Simba reposts on the story. So obviously I see my man's Instagram handle, and I can hear like obviously my child's mother's voice. And now she could always sing.
Okay.
She's always. And I remember like I'd always tell her like do music or blah blah blah, and try and push her. But the way I was pushing her, like it probably wasn't the right way. Because obviously I'm so like, as you guys know, I'm so driven, I'm so focused. She didn't want all that. You get me? And obviously sometimes people come into your life for a season. I wasn't the person for her to be that fire to go, okay, do you know what I mean? So yeah, he raps and stuff like that, and he's trying to get like obviously a vocalist on his track, and I could hear it. And I said to Simba, I was like, oh, this is actually good. Like I'm actually proud of it. Because at the end of the day, her being successful, my daughter's looked after. Do you know what I mean? Like, so obviously now I'm hearing it. Yeah, obviously Simba reposted on a story because obviously my man tagged him, and I didn't hear the song. And then my sister was with her best mate, like so my child's mother's best mate at a party. She's a Congolese girl, and they were talking about the song. Yeah, blah blah. She's doing so well. I love the song, this, that, and that. And then the girl goes, "Oh, did you hear that little shot at Chua Goody?" And my sister was like, "What?" She said, "I went and listened to it." And then my sister walks with me. As you know,
What's the bar?
Right, I'll have the phone.
Because if it slaps, it slaps. You just have to. I was like, hey,
I'm calling Travis and Els immediately.
Oh my god, I said that to my sister.
Ghost writes
I said that to my sister.
Coming out with a track.
Yeah.
did you rap back though?
I'm getting a ghostwriter and we're doing this thing.
To be fair, if remember when Victor Alfred went to do that song of Simba's and it was like a little skit thing. Yeah, you can do it.
No, wait, Victor can rap.
No, Victor can rap. Right, so here's the bar here, right? Guys, don't laugh, please.
I'm telling you, we're gonna laugh.
Before me, his rubbish only led to heartbreak. Now it's my hands gripping tight to your waist.
Okay. That's not that bad.
That's not that bad.
Yeah, that's not that bad.
You got
it is a small shot, but it is like, hey, but he's telling you like, he's just letting you know I'm the guy. Essentially.
And like I said on my private story, I was like, I hear it.
Yeah.
Like, at the end of the day,
that's not that bad.
Yeah.
Of course, but I was like, from her perspective, she's telling like what happened with us, and it was like the end of it, which was bad. I hold my hands up for it, you know what I mean? Like, and whatever it is, what it is. And he's obviously trying to look after his babes. He's popping a shot at me, and I get it. You take a shot at me. Look, I put on my private story. 10 more people will listen to it. Yeah. People were like, "Oh, where's the song? Where's the song? Where's the song? Where's the song?" Imagine now I posted it on, say I talked about it on my podcast, or I posted it on my Instagram or TikTok. You would have got probably 1,000 more listens. You get me?
Can I ask you this? Do you feel like sometimes you just ignore things?
No, I don't.
just
that's
in
your
general,
fucking problem.
Just in
that's
general.
your fucking problem.
Yeah, I don't.
Do you just feel like sometimes you see things, even if it's about you, you be like, it's not about me.
Like
ever.
You know what? Yeah, it's you. For somebody that is begging for names to be put on bullets, he jumps in front of all the nameless bullets. All the bullets with no names. Dongo will say.
Because sometimes I'm like, just don't give it air, but hey, like,
no, but I didn't give it air. I didn't give it in a negative way.
Yeah,
that one there.
No.
And there's been a few more shots this week that I haven't given it air.
You know
You're
what?
Close.
Yeah.
but you know what though? That's not bad. That's one of those shots. Like
That one. Yeah, obviously I was talking about broader things of like sometimes you see shots being fired.
Wait. So Simba didn't say, "Oh yeah, by the way."
No, Simba, because obviously I was talking to a girl and she was telling me like, oh, like how could like obviously Simba mastered it? Because I tried to screenshot Simba just like saying like obviously she's good because she was getting a lot of love. Yeah, people are saying the people that listen to us are going, oh, she's good. This is just someone's opinion. I'm not trying to diss my man or whatever, blah blah blah. But someone was like, she needs to go solo, like, because
Anyway, let's introduce the
Like I said, if I speak,
let's introduce the pod real quick. I want to talk about something. Anyways, we are charged.
bang bang.
This is the podcast with the highest level of analysis the culture needs. I'm Daddy J, but you mans call me Jordan, and I'm here with.
You know, it's your girl's favorite voice, big Dej nigga with the Midas touch.
Come on, and who we are here today?
Dongo Productions in the building. How's the crack, boys? What's happening?
For Dongo. Dongo, you've been in charge before.
Yes, sir.
We do usually do a quiz.
The fraudulent quiz.
Oh God.
No, these are frauds. I watch every week, every single week.
It's actually fair.
Do you know what? Like, sometimes, like, I see, right, he's are trying to be fair and all that, but I don't like when they're like, oh, like, can you help me out? Oh, you give them little hints and I'll give them an opportunity. No, your answer's your answer.
Okay.
So you better give me that same leeway. Same leeway.
No, you want your answers to be your answers.
Right.
5 questions each. They
Alright,
just
let's
5, I ask 5.
Yeah, I know the gig.
Yeah, but people will probably listen for the first time
Okay,
because
no
you're
problem,
here
yeah,
today.
no problem,
You have 2 lifelines.
Okay.
If Dej is asking questions, you can ask me to help out.
Right.
1 question. And same vice versa for Dej as well. Now, who do you want to go first?
I'll go with Dej first.
All right, cool. First question. Pick a number between 1 and 10.
7.
Who is the 7th top assister for Arsenal? All time.
Jesus. God, that's a hard question. 7th.
You could have picked 1. You got that one easy.
There's no way you get this. Yeah, there's no way.
It depends on how well he knows Arsenal.
There is no way. 7th.
Okay. I have to take a calculated guess here. Because Cittg will be definitely up there, I lie. See? If this was Fiona, yeah. You see now? This is what I'm talking about. See these frogs?
Okay, you know what? Just to prove it's fair, I'll give you the top 3.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Top 3, Bergkamp with 94.
Yeah.
Second, Henry with 74.
Okay.
Third, Fabregas with 70.
Yeah, see, Fabregas is up there.
Yeah. So that means,
So the 7th top assister.
Yes.
God, that's.
Oh, that is a hard one.
You know what? I'll make it even easier. Failed wonder kid.
Failed wonder kid. Why did he fail? Or was it failed or underwhelming? Because I'm thinking of one.
That's it.
Well, I'll go for a guess, right? Because you're giving too many clues. Walker?
Yeah.
I'll say that. I don't think he failed. I think he underwhelmed.
Underwhelmed, yeah.
Yeah, I think he had a
He
good
got 100,
goal.
he had 100 goals for
100 Premier
Arsenal.
League goals.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think
Well,
he
that's a
underwhelmed.
great question.
That's why I said failed or underwhelmed because I thought.
Walker's up there with assists. That's mad.
Yeah, what's called?
Like,
He
he has
has
loads of goals as well.
He has
Remember he was
40
ACL.
42.
Yeah.
Remember ACL, he was out for a while.
42 assists. All right, cool. What is the outermost layer of the earth called?
Oh, I know this. Wait, no, don't ask me, but I think I know
Wait.
this. Outermost layer. Oh, no, I don't know. I know it if I hear it.
Yeah, you're gonna know it.
Yeah. Because I love geography in school.
Yeah, this is some junior cert geography shit, man.
See why we're talking about the earth circumference and the focus. my niece gonna be like, okay, where's your degree now? Well, I'm gonna have to ask you.
I don't know this one.
You don't know this one? Feck, the outer layer of the earth's what?
What is the outermost layer of the earth called?
Oh, I sound like a super here. I'm not gonna guess pass. I don't know.
All right, crust.
Trust. Yes, I knew it.
Did you know, yeah?
I
guess. Go over those
If I
passing.
guess, I got it wrong.
No, it doesn't matter. It doesn't
There's
matter.
one I might know for sure. That's what I'm saying.
What's
So
called?
still have you do it.
Yeah.
All right,
I
cool.
think-
Which chess piece can only move in an L shape?
Chess piece. Oh, the horse.
Yes, nice.
Is it a horse? Yeah.
Yeah. What's called? What does UFC stand for?
I know this one.
Ultimate Fighting Championship.
Yes. Which organ in the human body is capable of regenerating tissue?
Organ.
Yeah.
Okay. Damn, I don't know. Is this the last one?
Yeah.
Oh,
So far, you've gotten 1, 2,
3.
I think I have 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you got Walcott.
UFC.
Night. UFC. Yeah.
So far, so good, man.
Organ. These are good questions. Online.
Which organ in the human body
You
is
did
capable
science,
of
no?
regenerating
I did do
tissue?
science, but I didn't do biology.
Oh, you're a
Organ.
chemistry man.
Can really ignite tissue.
I told people I have a degree in advanced biology on Instagram this week. Pass. Knee.
Liver.
Liver.
Yeah, because if you give a liver transplant, they only take a tiny bit of it and then it regenerates itself. All right, what's that?
3 out of 5. That's
3 out
good.
of 5 is
though.
good.
That's a good start.
And apparently, I have the hard question. So
Okay. In the Disney show Lizzie McGuire, name 2 of Lizzie's best friends.
See, I watched Disney, but Lizzie wasn't.
Lizzie was Yeah, she was Disney. Yeah.
Yeah, no, she was Disney, definitely.
Yeah, she was Disney.
I just
bro.
remember
Trust me,
Disney.
Hillary
God,
Duff, I was
that
there.
Hillary Duff. I am
Yeah, this
there.
is premium calcium, bro.
Facts.
Premium calcium.
How's she fine till this day?
Till this day.
Oh, anyways, yeah, back to
Oh. You don't know, no?
I have no idea, bro. All I remember is Lizzie, man.
I haven't watched Lizzie like that. I'll pass.
Gordo and Miranda.
No.
Yeah, I was never getting
No. No.
How many different nations have won the World Cup? Take your time. But you probably know it. Not too much time though, but
How many?
different nations.
So I have to get the right number, right?
Yeah, but like, you know, obviously you know Spain have won it one time, but there's other.
Yeah.
How many different? Like,
Right, so Uruguay were the first one to win it. Argentina, Spain, France,
yeah.
Brazil, England, Germany, Italy.
This is a tough question.
No, if he knows ball, you know this one.
Italy. The last one.
Tired.
Argentina. I said Argentina. I know I'm missing probably two. Super nation. I said England.
Eight there so far.
Is there two more?
He can't give you that.
I can't give you that.
I won't shout. I won't shout. But if I see next week or the week after, I'm screaming.
Back next week.
I'm gonna go A.
8 is correct.
Yes!
Those are the 8.
Yes! I couldn't think of any more.
Yeah, I don't think those are the 8 to win the World Cup. In Jovinci's song Dubflint, what car did he state he's switching gears in?
Oh, that's easy.
A3.
Yep, that's correct. That was a gimme. So that's 2 now. Tony, Carmela, AJ, and Meadow make up which TV family?
Oh, I know.
Oh, Sopranos.
Okay, yes. So you every time I watch If I Speak Now, Goody's on his spiritual journey. He be there throwing Bible verses. He's doing Bible verses. I saw Ash Santana just be like.
I mean, mom that
So this is your first question. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans of welfare and not for evil, to give you a future and hope. What Bible verse is this? It's a very popular one.
Oh my God, it is.
For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plan for welfare and not for evil.
Did you go to church now?
Don't
even Negro,
bro,
please.
I have no idea, bro.
It's a popular.
It's a very it is.
That's why I picked it, because it's a popular but not too popular.
Oh, it's either it's not Proverbs. Is it Matthew? I know the plans I have for you. I think it's Matthew, is it?
No,
What was it?
Jeremiah.
Jeremiah 29:11, is it?
Yeah, that's
6.
3 here, 6.
Six. That's the best. I think the best I've done.
That's
Best I've done. Do you know what? I actually like that. They were good questions. Especially
did well.
Especially
You didn't do well.
No, good questions. No good questions.
tables.
No, I need to get at least 10. I need to get at least 8. That's not well. That's all.
Six is
above
good.
average. Above
On the
average.
good together leaderboard, but it's good.
I'm just gonna let you guys know for the last time, we are charged to the game. We are the podcast of the year.
Yeah, bang bang. Let them know.
Later on today, it's not gonna be us anymore.
They didn't even give us a short list this year. They said, nah, that's you, man.
To be fair, we quit.
Are you going? It's on later on today?
No, for what reason?
It's because to celebrate Black and Irish excellenceness.
Can I finish getting my shit off,
Sorry.
please? Anyways, yeah, we are charged to the game. We're the podcast of the year. Make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe. We have been seeing the subscribers go up. We fucking appreciate it. The views have been going up too. We fucking appreciate it. What's his name? Mix episode. You guys are showing love.
Yeah.
We fucking appreciate it.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's get into some shit.
Yeah, let's get into shit.
First things first, yeah. If you don't watch my podcast, if you don't create your own content, and yeah, don't chat to me. Don't come and tell me what I should do. Don't come and tell me who I should get.
Yes.
Don't come and tell me what I should speak about.
Let them know.
Don't fucking
Yes.
when you see me, just move. Because if you don't support me, if I get that guest that you're telling me to get on, you're still not gonna watch. So why the fuck are you talking to me about
If I
this?
get that guest together, you won't know how to talk on the mic.
Do you get what I'm saying?
He's gonna cost
Defund mics. Fuck off.
what happened this week is someone put up a story saying coming for podcasters. I think they'll come for you, to be fair.
They were, because I was the only one that dropped.
Because I was like, they were saying we're getting people on that are bringing low value and not bringing enough entertainment. Now my thing is like, who do you guys think actually brings value and entertainment? Because I've done that route. I've done the route of saying, oh, let's get this person on, or they might get eyes on the pod, or they might be good for the brand, and I've not enjoyed it. So when I actually get people that I actually want to talk to, and people that I think are interesting, or I think will bring value to me by day, because I'm paying to do this, so I might as well talk to someone I want to talk to. And you guys aren't knowing it. It's easy to sit back and be like saying, oh, this is what you guys should be doing, this is what should be done, until you have to do it yourself, then you get it. So
that's why I say if you don't make content and you don't watch our shit, don't tell me what I should do. Let's leave it there. Like it's okay. Like
and even obviously like that day that came, when you sent it to me, it's like I was the only one that dropped. So it was clearly talking about me. Even that episode with Malik, shout out Malik. I remember doing it and I was like, the reason why, like you said, like, oh, you're on 71, but you released 73, because I'm weak, like, I can kind of do that. You know what I mean? And because of the Victor thing, that's why it was hot. I said, well, let me just release it there and push this back, because I don't think no one's really gonna watch this. You get me? Because it's very intellectual, blah blah. But it's done well. Do you know what I mean? Like, and then like you're saying, it's not bringing value. Where I see, like, for me, anyways, when I know I'm doing well, I know man them are gonna support me. Do you get me? Because they're gonna expect something mad from me. But when girls are sitting and listening and watching and text me saying, oh my god, girls were saying, I love an intellectual man.
Oh, okay.
He's making me tickle. I love an intelligent man and all that, but you know what I mean? Oh my god, Dongo, he's spitting, do you know what I mean? Like, blah, blah, blah. So I was just like, when that brother was writing the shit, I'm just like, do you know what it is? I checked the messages that he messaged me. It's because I heard him, bro. Because I heard him. You're on the pod.
And why did you decide then to change it to weekly?
I was just thinking, obviously, to be consistent up with you, man. Do you know what I mean? With you, GTG, where's your head at the end of the day? I think you said it to me as well before. It's like the seasonal stuff. Like, you're going missing for too long. You're not gonna keep up like with people that are following you and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So I want to be like even like with that Victor stuff. Like, I'll talk about it 3 weeks after it's done. Do you know what I mean? Where it's done, bro. Do you know what I mean? Where you still going on about it? Do you get me? So I want to be keeping up with like weekly topics and all. Even though my podcast is more like about the person. Yeah. But obviously you'll touch on like what happened during the week or whatever. What's hot.
Rogan does that. Rogan, he talks to his guests, but he talks about also like if the election is happening, whatever guest he has on, he'll still be able to get his opinions on the election. Do you know what I actually enjoyed? Obviously, the episode with Amelia was class, but I enjoyed the episode with Smiley because it kind of shine light on women like to say, oh, men don't hold each other accountable, oh, men don't call each other out, oh, men don't say this. I saw on that podcast in his own way holding you accountable in a way to be like saying like, not to be saying like, because they think, some people think like holding accountable is you have to come at someone and tell them like, oh, you're lazy, you don't do blah 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 blah. Sometimes it's just like the way he said is like, it was frustrating for him as your manager because he feels like you're operating at 30%. Yeah, he's not saying like, oh, you're lazy or you're not working out or you don't want to grind. It's like once KD's not working in the studio, you're also not putting out anything. I can understand why that's saying like, figure out a different way to do certain things. I like that perspective because it's like, okay, it shows like, okay, especially women watching, it's not like, okay, men do hold each other accountable. They just maybe want to see it in one way, but it is also a thing that's like saying like, no, I'm not saying you're lazy. I'm saying you could have done more with your time. You didn't work. You're at 30%. You clearly have the personality, and you say that you clearly have the personality, and you showcase the personality. But you only want to showcase it sometimes when it's convenient. Like KD's has studio time or studio's book, and sometimes that's not life, you know.
Yeah, no, 100%. And with Smiley, I told him from day dot because I see with me, bro. Yeah, like, and I even said it to Ash. Now Ash's not managing me, but she's part of my team. So is Reed that they help with like. All the logistics stuff, like, and all the posters and all, they do all that stuff, and Ash uploads my episodes, she does all that type of stuff. So I told them, like, from day dot, like, if I'm slacking or whatever, get on me, because a lot of people, especially when I came into this, I can see, I remember even being backstage with Cello and the AC3 at Newbury show there a couple weeks ago, and the boys just wanted to be, like, in their own little space. They didn't want to be with everyone, because they're like, it's too much flav. You get me? People be, oh, I love yours. They don't. And sometimes, for me, you talked to me about jumping in front of bullets earlier on. In a sick way, I just love adversity, bro.
We know.
Right? No, it fuels me. It gives me energy. I can't see when people are telling me, oh, you're this, you're that, you're that. It's just like, I feel like I rest on my rock. When I know you don't like me, and I know you're like, you know, you want me to fail, that's what pushes me. Do you know what I mean? But like with oh, sorry, one.
No, so finish what you
with the question is like, with Smiley, like I told him from day one, I go, Smiley, if I'm slacking, let me know. Do you know what I mean? Like probably like get on me and stuff, because I want you to be honest with me. Do you know what I mean? I don't want like flav, because flav, I feel like that's where people fail. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So with that, like I'm listening to a lot of Kobe lately, like Kobe Bryant, and I'm just like, I need to tap into that mentality. Do you know what I mean? But sometimes when you tap into that mentality, you go to a place where like no one's gonna want to be around you. But if I want to get to the levels I want to get to, I've done this. I know you talk about it. Let's stop like pretending. I've done this now. I charge it. I shout you out every week. Where's your head? I remember my family hated it because I'm gonna be real here today. Like they don't do it for
We're
man.
not gonna pretend it.
They don't do it for man. Do you get me? I'm constantly shouting them out, and because they, for me, I feel like I owe them that because. I don't sit here. I don't probably you because I knew you from Twitter. I remember following Jordan before on Twitter. I remember Jordan was very popular on Twitter back in the day. He didn't follow me back, right? Sit there, right? Sit there. But you, Dej, Zedda, Ness, all these people I've met through doing this. You know what I mean? And that was thanks to them. I've met some great people through that. So that's why I always pay homage to them. But like, I'm gonna tap into that mindset. I said it to my sister the other day. Even with family, apart from the kids, it's all about me. I'm not gonna jump on there and be that blah 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 blah. If I have to like. Whatever doors I need to break through for me, I'm gonna be about me now. Do you know what I mean? Like so, I do need to step it up 100%.
Is that healthy? Is that healthy?
Yeah, that mentality.
Needing adversity to push yourself.
Yeah, like one.
Because you know, yeah, sorry, Dej.
Does it? No, actually,
No, because I was gonna say because you know Jose.
Yeah,
he does huge mentality.
Yeah,
season 1, season 2, it's fine. But you can tell with season 3, it becomes draining to play that way, and that's why he crashes out at every single club like after 2-3 seasons because. Odds against the world, it can work. It's like, yeah, it puts a battery on your back. But you can see even in that environment, and he probably is good operating under that. He's probably good operating me against the world. Referees don't like us. The league is trying to fuck us over. Everybody, it's my players against the world, and this players gets on it. But you could tell at Madrid, Casillas got tired of it. He went to talk to the Barcelona lads. So that's what kind of Digital has a point here. It's like, it is good to probably get you going, but is it sustainable long term? Because like we Jose, who's the top, because people didn't. Every story you hear about Kobe, it's never like, oh, he was a nice guy. It was always like, oh yeah, he was hardworking.
Same with Jordan. Same with Jordan. Yeah.
It's like, yeah, but how was he as a person?
Yeah.
Do you know that kind of way? That's what
I feel. Do you know what? Where I can counter that point is like, I've done the whole. I feel, anyways, to my people's like the nice person thing, and it's like, it doesn't return back to you. Look, you see it. I know we don't want to talk about it, but you see the timeline, bro.
Yeah.
You see the timeline.
Yeah, but do you do it just to do it, or do you do with expectation it's gonna come back to you?
What you mean?
Like when you do like you're shouting out, where's your head out? You're shouting out, tries.
No.
Are you doing it with an expectation? If I do this,
no. It's just it's. I can promise you, it's from the heart type of thing. Do you get me? And it's like it's not just even the boys. Like I love the boys and I love you and stuff like that. Yeah, but it's like what you've seen on the timeline, where like it's buddy with people, but then when it kind of goes left, like not even left, like they're coming at you when. It's nothing got to do with whatever you're thinking it is. Do you get me? And it's like I'm so nice to you. I shout. Do you get me? And it's not like I'm not expecting that back, but like I am so nice to you. What's the problem here? And then not just that, bro. I'm constantly hearing stuff. I had Travis there. Travis is next on the pod there Monday. Even him, he was talking about it. He's constantly hearing niggas chatting on his name, bro, for no reason. He's just trying to work. He's trying to put Ireland on. They done that thing in the UK where they had all the rappers on. He had Iz on, Reggie, his brother, other rappers on, blah blah. Like he has that mindset like I have. Where I know you guys are saying like you kind of disagreed and where's your head at disagreed where Victor's not trying to put Ireland on or whatever, cool. But there are people that are operating at a high level that want to put Ireland on. So with the girls, you get me? Yeah. So with that when I'm hearing like someone on my name, I'm just like, oh well, I'll show you, you bleeding dope. But instead of me just working, I'll go on the timeline and be like, yeah, do you know what I mean?
The thing is, I hear wait. Before I speak, because I like to ask people how much honesty do they want. Do you want me to be?
I want Dej honesty. I'm a man, bro.
No, I'm talking about
Dej. I'm a grown ass man.
Right, okay.
Give it to me. Pause.
All right. First of all, yeah, like the me against the world thing, yeah, it's cool at first, but after a while, it just starts looking like you're a crybaby online. Do you get what I'm saying? And it kind of seems like, and also it's one of those things where like you attract what you put out. Do you get what I'm saying? And it feels like, once again, I know you through this content thing, but I don't really know you. Do you get what I'm saying? It just feels like you're angry, and it feels like you're projecting anger against the world, and then it's coming back at you. Do you get what I mean? Do you get what I mean? And then I feel like sometimes when things might be cool for you or whatever, and like things might be quiet, and you do love a bit of adversity. You see a little bullet that's like, that's even 20% on me. Fuck you. I'm shooting back. At what point is it you just need to? You've gotten to the place where, like, I think, especially in a place like Ireland, like I saw a skit the other day with two people, and it's like, oh, you're trying to do TikToks. Who the fuck do you think you are?
The lads, the white, the Irish lads.
The Irish lads, like, who the fuck do you think you are? Do you get what I'm saying? I think the hate gets you to out of that and gets you to start the content. But once you get to a certain place where you have niggas, once again, I told you the last time you were here, the most impactful thing you do is not the podcast. It's not even close. I actually think I feel like your talent is it's overstated but underused.
Ooh. What do you mean by that?
Yeah, what?
It's overstated and underused.
It's understated and overused. Yeah.
Elaborate.
It's overstated but underused.
Yeah.
Like,
he speaks about how great he is, but he doesn't use the talent. Okay.
I feel like you get gassed more about what is being done, but I don't feel like you're using your potential to the actual potential.
40%. Yeah.
Because I feel like if I was being honest with you, like I told you, streaming is probably the best thing for you. Like, over your podcast, you have, once again, Instagram. Do you know how hard it is to have people on Instagram? Because you can't leave the app.
Yeah.
You have to sit there, unless you have a second phone or a laptop, iPad or a laptop or something.
Yeah.
You have to sit there.
Yeah.
And to have people doing that all day long, not all day long, but like till fucking midnight on a fucking
Wednesday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? Like, there's certain things that you could do. And also, once again, I will say you have gotten better at interviewing. You have gotten a lot better at podcasting. However,
thank you.
The best thing that you work off is probably just sitting in rooms and reacting off shit, which is just essentially just streaming. And if you're doing that, bro, why are you giving everybody all your takes and everything online for free? Come here at this time, pay to subscribe and watch me talk my shit, and then I'm going to clip this and then I'm going to put it on YouTube and you can watch it there too. Why are you giving it for free on Twitter?
Did you not see Annie Drea?
Yeah,
that they were cooking it for how long? She only replied now with its video.
And you know what's gonna happen on that? I'm gonna eat.
2 hours long, man. I'm not watching that. I like video women's business.
I like this in women's business. It's crazy.
Every time I tune into GTG, I'm like,
Did you see Laulu this week on the episode when they were just you were like this?
One time I saw them talking about shaving. I was like, yeah, this is not for me.
No, but yeah,
I hear what you're saying in regards to like. Into regards like overstated, underused. You like to tell us you're the biggest star in Dublin. You like to
100%.
You like to speak on that. But
100%.
like your boy Smiley said, because obviously he knows you to a level that we
don't.
So if he's saying that, like, yeah, you can, and I like how he said, you say nobody can slap me. You're just igniting other men's egos. Other men that listen to this.
I define. Of course, listen. I defined that on Emmy's episode, and we'll get to that, right?
Yeah.
What Ed said, I'll be so real and transparent. It's like there is a chip on my shoulder from young. And I feel like I heard Javante Davis say it, so that's where I'm going to skip therapy for a little bit because it will take the fire out of me. I don't want to, do you know what I mean? But I do need.
But would you not be a more peaceful person? You don't want the peace.
No. I need. That fuels me, bro.
Yeah, but the thing is, sometimes the thing that, like Jordan always says, it, the thing that makes you great is also the thing that ruins you. Like,
why do you man not listen to that? That is what you man. This is what I do this. Number one on my podcast thing. Yeah, they're calling me a 4 hours podcast. You man, listen, that's happening to this. They're saying, defund mics. But there's people here that give game, bro.
Yeah,
but I love this podcast.
But once again, like, we know people just don't listen.
Like,
they don't listen.
Apparently, we're a sports podcast.
Oh, yeah, because
it does say sports on the.
I know, we tried to change it.
I changed it.
Because it came up with someone on my rap, for Spotify rap, it was like, your sports part. I was like, what?
Yeah, no, I got it changed a while ago.
Yeah.
But my point to you is, like, I've been a person that's been very fucking angry.
Yeah.
And with that comes a lot of shit. Do you get what I'm saying? And sometimes it's not about taking that anger or taking that fire away from me. Like, at the end of the day, your motivation doesn't come from being angry. Your motivation doesn't come from trying to prove everybody wrong. Trying to prove everybody wrong is a nice boost. But the more anger and shit you put out there, like, someone said that, it seems like you're spiraling. And low-key, it kind of does. But that's because you're tweeting about, I'm getting called into a meeting at work. I'm getting this. It just seems like it seems like you're waiting to punch someone up.
Sometimes it says that. Sometimes it says I have to leave early. I'm gonna punch someone. That doesn't mean work early. So
you might really be paying attention to these tweets, yeah? You might be really. Because you know what? I be in my own world, boys. I'm just, even when I got cooked, I'm sorry if you're gonna bring that up or whatever, yeah? But when I got cooked, I just be tweet and moving on. I don't be thinking about these things, you know what I mean? And it comes with the imposter syndrome as well. What I say, back to what I was saying, like, it is kind of projection of, like, what happened with football, the ACL. I don't think I've ever recovered from that because at the end of the day, if God said to me, okay, what would you do? Football, if I could make you a professional footballer or like I can be like a taser or a chucky, it'd be football straight away.
Obviously.
No problem. Do you know
I don't think anybody would pick taser.
No, but like people have influencers still making. I'm I'm watching I'm a Celeb right now. GK Barry talking about she bought a gaffing off for being a TikToker.
Yeah.
So I mean, they're making, they're not making footballer bands, but they're making money.
Yeah,
Decent living.
I
Do you
get
get me?
that, yeah.
Then we want a decent living at the end of the day. But like I said, I don't think I fully ever recovered from being injured from my ACL.
Did you ever go to therapy for not talk to anybody?
I went to
seriously for-
therapy, but the therapist told me he's racist.
What's going on?
Wait. Hold on. Let's take a step back.
What just happened?
How did we get to the point of the therapist saying, "Oh, just so you know, by the way, I'm racist. I don't like y'all niggas."
Racist?
So I was talking about what we're talking about here, that I'm a polarizing character. There was a period where like I was, remember the whole Kulak says no stuff.
Yeah.
And obviously he's like, but he didn't mean he was I don't know what he meant, but he was like, he wants stuff for the Irish people as well. So he goes, I'm racist. I goes, do you know I'm uncomfortable saying, as a black man sitting here listening to you saying that. He's like, what do you mean? It's just that I want Irish things for Irish people taking all the jobs. I said, yeah, let's let's wrap this up
Give him money
now.
back.
Yeah. The company paid for it. The company paid for it, so I was like, yeah, so I'm doing like
Okay, so yeah, the ACL, you don't think you're fully recovered. You still carry a bit of animosity and anger towards that.
Yeah.
Do you not?
Because remember, sorry for cutting across you. Remember, I fell into this. And that's why you see like season 1 to 7 where it's like the improvement, where you're screaming and shouting. You still have that hood talent mentality where you're Fabu D up there, you're trying to fight him, Congo boy. But then look at the transition now, because I'm learning, listening to you guys, listening to the boys, watching other people. I'm not just watching because even I'm watching I'm a Celeb, like I said, and after when the people get sent home, I'm watching Anton Deck questions, how they're presenting the show. Do you get me? So I'm studying really. Do you get me? But with like with all the anger stuff and all blah blah blah, it's if believe it or not, it's actually calmed down from what it was. Okay. But I think these days it's just like I don't know. I think I'm just G'ing myself up. Do you get me? Just get myself pumped up. I think I don't know.
But do you need to like if you're as talented as you believe you are, why do you need to get yourself pumped up? You should just be able to.
And if the motivation is man still lives in Brooker, you have a motivation. Yeah. The motivation isn't to prove the timeline wrong. The motivation is like, let me get my mom out the hood. So sometimes like. That's kind of what I was saying. Also, like other part I was saying about Ireland is because we live in like a little echo chamber, and it's the timeline is our timeline in our space. And sometimes we think that this space is bigger than it actually is. Do you know, a lot of people that had no clue what was happening in that whole, like a lot of black people in Ireland. Like my friend Morris, I talked to him, and he's asking, he's like, you seen people? He doesn't find out until he listens to the podcast. It's like, you seen people need to take it easy on each other because it's just for fun. So sometimes I think like because we operate in this space, we think like I'm gonna prove next man wrong, but at the same time it's like it's maybe 10 people actually
and also
that energy too. If even like
the other thing I would say as well is like when things happen in your world and you think it's happening and you think everybody's like looking at you and everybody's you tweeting it is what makes people aware about it. Yeah. You quote tweeting it, like, so there's some shit that I've seen. I'm like, interesting. But if I quote tweet it and I've replied to it, then now everybody that I know sees it. But if I just leave it, nobody sees it and it goes away.
Yeah.
And I feel like sometimes just, bro, like I said, log out.
but you said something there and about Gervonta Davis, about killing your ego and killing the trauma might lead you to kill the person.
The drive, yeah.
I don't like. I hear it because I remember Charlemagne saying it before he went to therapy, and obviously I listen to Brilliance all the time, and it's like it will just cause you to pivot. It won't, because people are probably expecting the crash outs, they're expecting the black screen and the stories, blah blah blah. Because, like Jose said, they wanted the clowns. Some people look. I'll be honest. Some people might look at you as like, "Oh, this guy's gonna give us a show.
Yeah,
he's gonna give us a clown show, or we're gonna give us something to laugh at." But they're not really looking at us like, they're not really viewing you maybe as a lens of like, "Oh, this is a person." Do you know what I mean? They're viewing you as like, "Oh, God, he gives us a show." But they're not, when they see the crash out or they see the stories or they see the rants, they're not thinking of like, "Oh, this is actually a person trying to communicate." They're just seeing as like, this guy's crashing out. You know. So sometimes that's like my gripe with like holding on to all of it, because you might not be able to get to the side. But I guess if that's what motivates you, it is what it is.
No,
sometimes eliminate that and actually build from the person. Because Charlemagne, Breakfast Club is different than it was 10 years ago. I don't enjoy it any less to listen to Charlemagne talk about his growth and his experience. That's for me anyways. But some people love the crash outs, and maybe you lose people if you stop crashing out.
Do you like this? This is the thing, right? People love something that they can talk about.
Yeah.
But like you said, you just become a caricature. Like you just become. Oh, that's Dongo. He's always shouting, man.
Yeah.
And then when you're actually trying to be serious, or you're actually trying to pivot and do something actual with your life, it just then becomes, oh, that guy all he does is shout, man. Yeah. And like it kind of starts taking away from you. Gervonta Davis, I understand why he doesn't want to lose his hunger because he's fighting.
Yeah.
You ain't fighting.
They said Deontay Wilder hasn't been the same since he took ayahuasca. He did the ayahuasca and he did the cleanse, and that's why he's been getting. That's why he's been getting.
It's different. It's different when your literal thing comes from rage. Like what you do comes from actually having to fuck niggas up. What you do doesn't come from that. What you do doesn't have to come from that. And I'm not saying completely become this docile person that doesn't do whatever. Like, you know, the thing that hurts people the most is shutting the fuck up. I'm not going to acknowledge you, but I'm going to shit on you when I get a chance. When I'm accepting this award, all you people that were tweeting about me.
Do you know what it is though? I get it, but then let me speak to you guys about if I speak.
Okay, yes.
If I speak, usually when you say if I speak, what's about to happen? I'm gonna say something crazy, right?
Yeah. If
so obviously, but I will, because literally on the mic, I'm going to speak, right? So that was the brand. It was meant to come in to Fabio episode, Congo Boy. It was meant to be that. And even when I got cooked on Twitter at that time with the International Men's Day thing, a little small part of me that I rattled women worldwide. A little small part of me was proud. I don't. No. Even and the reason why I kind of like it didn't like hurt me around like that. What was being said. Even like people tell me to kill myself and all. We hate men. This, that, and that. Yeah.
No, the funniest part. No. I'm not sorry. This is a good joke. Someone says the average suicide rate of men a day is 7. Do it and make it 8.
Yeah, it was like suicide kills.
Them ones I gotta laugh.
Suicide. People are laughing. Suicide kills 6 men a day. Make yourself the 7th.
Yeah, that's what.
And there was Irish people coming at me and slating me. And I'm like, niggas are telling me to die.
I'm sorry. A good joke's a good joke.
That's fair. Laugh. But when I'm responding, I'm getting called a misogynist. That's crazy. When there was a guy that looked like a woman, I asked, "Are you one?" He goes, "Us men so far." I goes, "Are you a man?" I'm getting called a misogynist. What the fuck is that? Why am I not allowed to respond? Do you get me? So with my thing, boys, yeah, like I said, my people I look at martyrs, boy. I just love them. The reason why I love Maradona because man of the people, always took up for his people, spoke out. Do you get me? I rate them to other people. Not really Martin Luther, Malcolm X, gangster. Do you get me? And I just take inspiration from them. And I said, when I'm gonna come on a podcast, I want to be a voice for people. Do you get me? Because people from my like area and stuff like that are suffering, blah blah. There's something going on politically or something going on with black people. Like I used to like. Where you see like you play football, Glebe North, was it?
Yeah.
What league was that?
I played in the sun. Well, I played when I was older.
Yeah.
I played for Balbriggan.
Yeah, right. So obviously my brother, I played Leinster senior football, and it's like
yes.
You're seeing like you got obviously when you were playing underage, it was great. But then when you go senior level, the manager's picking his mates. They're going for a drink after. There's just stuff. And I used to think, why is there not enough black players in the League of Ireland?
Yeah.
Like look at the French team. Look at the English team. They're nothing without them black players.
Yeah.
Season your team. There's not enough season on the Irish team.
Okay.
Now they put Ogbene, Festi, and they're starting to shout. Now I was shouting this 10 years ago. Do you get me? So that's just I don't know. That's what I mean. That fuels me.
So you came into this and you wanted to be the savior.
Not savior, but like I just want to be like a voice. You know what I mean? Like,
I hear what you're saying, but I think. And respectfully, the one difference is they're at the top of their game when it comes to what they do. I don't think you are yet. And I don't.
What you mean? Who's at top of the game?
Like what's
Maradona.
called? Like LeBron James can chat all the shit he wants to. He's the guy.
Oh, so you're saying basically chat when you're at that level.
Yeah.
Basically.
Because when you win, like I was saying about Chelsea, all this talk of like $1 billion, you're not buying this, and there's no place for players.
You're right.
Yeah, nobody has said it. People are saying, challenge for the title.
Bro,
I said, in August, you said we're free 7.
Before the season started, they would what's called the gym clips. Everyone's like,
everyone
bro,
in
this
the
looks like
change
your
room.
gym.
Yeah.
I've not seen a single gym clip.
Yeah.
I've not seen a single. Everybody's like, they can win this title this year. I'm like, what do you got? I think that's what he's saying. Is like when you're in maybe. People will talk now, but when you win, nobody's gonna say shit.
Yeah, no, 100. But that's what I'm saying. All that it comes as the man. Listen, there's a method to them. I'm hearing what you're saying.
Yeah.
2 years ago, I wouldn't have give a shit. But with why you see the improvements, because I'm listening. Do you get me? Okay. And I'm watching as well, because I'm saying like, use our conversations like it's so smooth. And I said, I want that. Do you get me? That's why I fell into that. And that didn't just start now. That started in season 6 when I had Akpo on. Yeah. When I had Zed on, it was getting like, do you get me? It was getting like that. Do you get me? And it's not always crash outs, boys and girls. We are because the goal is to do this on a bigger level, like you said, TV, blah blah. But then that's when they're gonna shoot me up when you can't speak.
But
you can't speak.
But the thing is, right?
You know what I mean?
First of all, like, be aware of who you are. Like, I'm very aware in this life that I'm a big black man.
Identity.
So
we spoke about.
So there's certain times where the crash out could be warranted, but I'm going to look like the bad guy.
Yeah.
I'm going to lose this interaction. Just because you win the battle means you lose the war sometimes.
Yeah.
Like, and you know, like a lot of these companies and shit, they do background checks. They're gonna comb through all that social media. They're gonna see all the crash outs, and they're gonna look at it and be like, "Is this the guy?"
Crashing out on Twitter, especially in arguing, is just.
And especially like when I say, "Is this the guy?" You have to be so far clear of everybody that's in your class.
Undeniable.
Like
Yeah,
I'm talking about. For lack of better terms, you have to be Victor. Like nobody else is close to Victor in terms of followers.
Yeah,
you have to essentially be the 0.01% for them to overlook that shit. And I don't think you are yet. And once again, I don't think you are in. Once again, I remember I told you 2 years ago of what you should do. I gave this whole nigga a whole show, a whole format of a show. I literally created the whole show, gave him the idea. This is gonna work. Do this. He said, yeah. This.
Do you know what though? I'm at a place now where right to take me to the next level, I'm gonna have to take some risks. That comes with, like I said, imposter syndrome and fear of failure, things that I speak about. Yeah. But at the end of the day, you have to go. Someone asked me for advice the other day. They were like, you know, they want to start content and stuff like that, blah, blah, blah. And the guest I was supposed to have on today, Izzy Boy, I was going to tell him, like, bro, like, back in the day, like, see what you're saying. Like, I probably would have been offended by that, but no. I remember Ness came out and said, obviously, like, you've been talking as well, podcast game has kind of gone down. What's going on? What's the gig? Like, and Ness's initial video was a bit mad, but I said no. I didn't take it as mad. You get me? I don't take criticism as mad. Constructive criticism as mad. I take it as like, right, this is what we need to work on because that's how you're gonna improve. Do you get me?
Right.
So stuff like what you were saying, like that's still in my mind to do. And obviously, especially with the stream, I'm looking at the streaming type of stuff. So to take me to the next level. So I know the buzz, bro. Do you know what I mean? Like, but
yeah, because
I have the confidence. I know I have the personality. I know I have the kind of the following. But to take it to that next, I'm looking at Ben Williams, bro.
Yeah, no, because you know.
I know I have more character than him. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but
1000%. I'll say I don't give a fuck.
Let's look at.
But he's white in a white country.
Exactly, and he went for it though.
Yeah.
He proper went for it.
Yeah.
Where I'm like, I know I can do that. I'm just talking, like he said, like Smiley said. Do you know what I mean? But now it's about going for it and see where he can get you.
Because I look around, and once again, a lot of people say that they want to do extraordinary things, but half of you guys aren't doing more than a podcast that's retiring.
He said, "Steph, you're
but it's true. You can't tell me that you want to be
retiring is crazy.
no, but you can't tell me that you want to be the best person ever and you want to do all of these crazy things and we drop a pod a week and a clip a week and you drop a pod a week and a clip a week. Where are you going? Like, you're going into retirement with us.
He said to Keston, ciao Keston.
He said, you're working
imagine shit.
But
he's so real.
But you
man are missing out on some shit in this podcast.
I can say that to Keston because I've known Keston for years.
And he's been listening to you for 10 years.
I have genuine love for Keston. Like, the thing is, if I don't like you, if I don't like you, I'm not gonna come out and give you shit. I'm just gonna shut up. Like my mom told me, if you have nothing nice to say, don't say anything at all. And I used to say, and they used to call me a prick. So then I just stopped saying shit. But
don't stop saying shit. I like it.
But that's my point. Like, and even with you as well. Like, once again, I'm gonna give you. I want it. People keep talking about work rate, and respectfully, once again, you're not doing that much more than us.
Yeah, 100.
And it's like, once again, you have the talent, you have what it takes, you have the eyes already. So why not?
Yeah, you have three.
See what? I'll counter that again, right? And this is not me playing defense. I'll counter that with this.
Speak the truth, I'm
doing the exact same as you. It's cool, but what I've always wanted out of it was someone texting me and saying, "Dongo, because of watching you, like a girl that's homeless right now wrote to me the other day. It's like, Dongo, look forward to every Monday to watch you." Because it brightens up, like it makes me forget. For that hour, it makes me forget what I'm going through. Dej, I know we're trying to get Matt out of Brooker. Me dad, he's sending the artists to Congo every week. I want you to stop doing it. I know it's not easy. Do you know what I mean? I'm breaking your back, nearly 60 years old. I'm trying to like put my, like, even though I'm not talking to certain family members, if you ever need help, you can still come to me for help, whatever, yeah? That's all well and good. But the main goal, and I understand my niche and my purpose with this now, where, bro, let me tell you something, yeah? So Bene's episode, if you remember, Bene was talking about there's a voice in her head and she wants to stop smoking weed, yeah? And then it just clicked with her one day. She's like, well, I need to stop this, right? A lad in my job, he's left now, he's gone to Australia. He was telling me he's been going through that. And from this is all my children. I may never see them again. Yeah, I'm not making this up. From watching that pod, he said he was going through that exact same thing, and from watching that pod, he stopped smoking weed. I'm making impact. Yes, it's not bar, it's not moving like Victor or Dammy Ho, whatever. But you are literally making an impact, bro. Where people watched Emmy's episode, a girl. Do you know why? What's the story, lads? Know that girl on TikTok, the Congolese girl. Yeah. She didn't want to come on man's pod. I asked her to come on because I know that girl. I know her personally. She has a story exactly like Emmy, probably even deeper. Yeah, she didn't want to come on because no way I'm seasonal and you have to wait for me. Blah blah blah. She thought I was doing Flav. Week after, she told me she's doing this, she's doing that. She's on GTG's podcast. My sister texted me, "Oh, look, Leslie's on GTG."
Oh yes.
After she told you she didn't want to go on.
That's the one that her and her best friend have the same baby.
Yeah, right, right. So
what?
Yo,
Bruh, I need to clock into the gist. What?
yeah, bro.
I mean, women's
Yeah, right.
Right.
So but after she watched, she texted me. She's like, "Oh my god, Amy's episode so inspiring." Blah blah. Whenever you're ready for me, I'm gonna come on. I know I'm making an impact, but there's other things that will make me better in the sense of financially, my career wise, get me out to 9 to 5, blah blah blah. Which what you're saying, but at the end of the day, my main goal is to come on. It's not for clout. It's not for this. It's not for that. It's to make impact. The other day, last story. I'm going home. I'm on the phone to Ash, I think it was, or someone, and I'm just talking or whatever. And then these two young fellas obviously coming home from college. Like, oh my god, is that Dongo? I was like, oh, what story, lads? And I just, do you get me? People clocking you and all, but you're making an impact, bro. And that's what I've always wanted. Stuff that I was gonna gain from football, like the popularity, you know, being like having supporters, if I can say. I'm getting that from this, boys. Mm-hmm. That little bit of loss that I've had, I'm getting that from this. So everything else, yes, I get it, but
so
there's a bigger picture than just
no. Like, and I hear that. Like, I'm never gonna understate the impact.
Yeah,
do you get what I'm saying? Like that doesn't make sense. But the thing that I'm trying to tell you is you can be impactful and stay on this level, right? And like, because there's probably 1 or 2 people we've impacted.
Yeah. Keston was here literally saying, I mirror his life.
No, you have.
2 years ago.
So the impact isn't what I'm saying. Like, I'm never saying stop doing If I Speak. I'm never saying, oh, stop focusing on on the community that has put you in the place that you are now. Because at the end of the day, if you go over to the white side and the corporations and all of that, the minute they don't like what you say, they're cutting you off.
Yeah,
and then
100%.
Unless your community fuck with you so heavy that's like, we don't give a fuck, we're gonna back him regardless.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? So I'm saying that, like, continue. What you've been doing with If I Speak is great. And continue doing it. And like I can say, you said from the Fabi D episode where you're shouting at somebody to a place where you're.
I've had an agenda against that. I love that episode.
19K as well.
But what I'm saying is, like, I can see the growth there, and we can see the impact there. But what I'm saying to you is, if you want to get to the level that you speak about wanting to get to, your impact is still going to be here, but you have to do a lot more.
Yeah,
and in terms of like, you've got to put yourself in. You've got to put yourself in spaces where you thrive and your talent shows.
Yeah,
and I don't feel like you've been doing that enough. I feel like you've been the best place. Is probably, when I talk about impact again, is probably your lives in terms of like where are you the best? Like, where are you the best version of Dongo is probably the lives. And then
which goes back to the streaming stuff.
Which goes back to the streaming. Do you get what I'm saying?
Do you get what I'm saying?
And like, even with the TikTok thing that I told you about. It puts you in your best environment to be you and to show you in a different light. And then in that environment as well, that is going to get numbers, going to get looks, and people, and then brands will look at it like, you know what, that does make sense. Do you get what I'm saying? Whereas we know how hard it is with a podcast to blow.
People don't understand.
Podding isn't the way to go. Do you get what I mean? So that's what I mean. But it never take away from impacting people's lives, because someone texting you like, yo, I'm really going through some shit, and what you spoke about, like, I did, that's what a lot of us really do this shit for. Do you get what I mean? But yeah, that's my thoughts anyways.
And just to pivot a bit, you've been on a spiritual journey recently. I want to ask about, you saw the Marc Guehi situation. Because I said this, I'm going to talk about things I care about in this podcast. You saw 100. Marc Guehi is a football player. He's captain for Crystal Palace, I think.
Crystal Palace, yeah.
So they have them wearing rainbow armbands to support LGBT community. But what he did is he wrote, "I love Jesus" or "Jesus loves you" on top of the armband. That caused some controversy and all that. And I saw you posting about this. What was your thoughts on this, if you may speak?
No, I'll speak. I don't give a shit. I'll speak.
I remember I saw you shared something about it.
Remember when I told you I love martyrs and I love people that go against the grain?
Yeah.
Where, like, okay, you know his dad is a pastor.
Oh, is he? Okay,
Yeah.
I didn't.
So he was like, all right, I'm gonna wear this. I'm gonna accept to wear this, but then obviously I'm gonna also send another message where I love Jesus. Do you get me?
Yes.
And I don't. Is this thing not meant to be about inclusivity?
Yeah.
Like, where's the outrage? He's just saying he loves Jesus, bro.
Yeah, I think a pushback. I think.
Yeah, go on.
Yeah, the outrage maybe comes from because they know that community isn't accepted in religion, or they feel. Or obviously, we know being in religion, you accept everybody, you love everybody, but they feel that community, because it isn't accepted within a lot of religions, you overwriting that on the rainbow is you trying to supersede your message over theirs. Or do you not see it that, or do you not?
No, because on the second, obviously the FA were about to charge him.
Yeah.
Then he went again and said, I'm doing it again. He went, and then you write, Jesus loves you. So what he was saying there from me and how I interpret it is like, and he actually had an interview about, he spoke about, it was like, no matter what you're doing, you may take dick up your ass, but the Lord still loves you.
Clip that part in the trailer.
Right? No, you know what I mean? Like, you may be scissoring, you know what I mean? But Jesus still loves you. Do you get me? So that's the message he was trying to say. And he spoke, like I said before, for me, to obviously, I'm answering your question, to go a bit like forward with your questions, like, where did these men get this much power, bro? Where, like, if you go against them, or if you have a different opinion, it's like, oh, you're the worst person in the world. Bro, I don't, do you know what I mean?
You're fucking with the money, that's why.
Yeah.
For them, it's purely about money. Like, even if we want to keep it a buck, even the whole, what's called, really supporting the LGBTQ and all that kind of stuff is because, like, they don't want to alienate another bigger market.
Yeah.
They want to try and make it a bigger, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's about money at the end of the day, bro. Like,
Yeah.
You're talking about with the Premier League, like, and the FA.
The corporation is the bottom line. Is the bottom line.
Yeah.
It's the money. But the pushback I got talking about this within group chats is, I'm in a group chat. There's white people, there's Muslims, there's black people. So it's a lot of different ways. It's a lot of different ways of thinking. One of the white guys in the group chat said, it's funny that when it comes to a player like back in his religion, where LGBT, now you're about religion, he says, but then why do Muslims, players that play on the team, they'll wear a shirt with a gambling thing? If you're gonna stand up for one, should you not stand up for one thing? It feels like you guys go harder when it's the LGBT thing, but apart from other sins or other things that they claim to be haram, you don't go as hard.
ooh,
It
that's
comes
a point.
That is a point. That is a point. But
And
being
everybody was
around,
like,
being around Mondarab people though,
Bismillah.
bro. See that thing there,
Yeah, but I think that's what he was highlighting. It's like, especially if you're not someone that's not religious, and it can come across. I can understand why it come across looking like hypocritical, because being around, most of my best friends are Muslim. I know how their stance towards that, and their stance towards.
I wouldn't even speak about it on camera.
But I understand, like, for them, if you're not from a religious background, it just looks like, do you guys care for this sin more than the others, or are you guys being homophobic? Because if you cared for what was haram, then you wouldn't tell players to wear top with betting thing. You would let do you know what I mean? Because the pushback is like, Mo Salah, for example, I know Liverpool don't have a gambling sponsor. He could ask for a shirt with no sponsors, but Muslim players probably don't, because it from the outside perception, it still like, oh, that's not that deep. But when it comes to rainbow flag, now it's like, no, this one is too deep. But is that fair that it can look hypocritical at some stage?
No, yeah, definitely. And then I think also just because of like the history of how that community has been treated within different religions as well. It just seems like you guys just going back to this where it's like you said, bro, Liverpool used to have Carlsberg. You might have supporting drinking. You might have supporting betting. Well, all of a sudden someone's gay.
But see with Marc Guehi though, in his defense, look, I was talking to someone the other day. It's like, he wore it.
Yeah. But, okay.
If he doesn't wear it because of his religious belief, he's getting. It was damn if you don't, damn if you. Do you know what I mean?
The other thing
all he was just saying, like, is putting there. Yeah, I'm wearing this, but I love Jesus. You get me?
Yeah. My other perspective is like, to avoid this. All it is. I get it. I grew up in a religious house. Remember, I saw you. My mom was praying. My mom didn't let me leave my house until she came to pray for my son on his birthday. That's the kind of mom I have. Until she was there to pray for leave my own house.
So, the stuff was so funny. Jordan was just
he was snapping there. I'm just snapping his mom praying.
That's the kind. So I heard it, but you know, I also think it's like we're podding, so sometimes you have to just push back for the sake of pushing.
No,
back.
of course. I get it, man. I get it.
Do you know also think it's like, just to avoid all this, Marc Guehi, give it to the next man. If it goes against your beliefs, if wearing the rainbow flag goes against your religious beliefs, you grew up in a pastor's home, you said, you know what? inclusivity. I'm not saying nobody should wear this. I'm not saying Crystal Palace shouldn't represent this, but let whoever the vice captain is represent it. It's not just a way to be like, and then you avoid us. Or you also have to be like, it's not every time you have to take a stance. Like I'm with, as much as I'm with Marc Guehi, it's not every, and you have to stand for things you believe in. But other times you'd be like, this goes against my belief. I don't want this to be a big drama. Whoever the vice captain is, I don't even know who plays for Crystal Palace again.
Even if he did that, it's a story.
It is a story.
Why is he not the captain?
Yeah.
Did he get dropped?
But did anybody know he was the captain until he did this?
Yeah.
You just don't care about Palace.
Until this whole thing happened, I was like, oh, so he's our captain. Good for him.
Well, but for me, I just feel like if you, like I said before, if you don't stand for anything, you stand for nothing, bro. Do you know what I mean? And he's just like, at the end of the day, I'm gonna wear this. I'm accepted to wear this. And it says it in the Bible, bro. You claim that Jesus is your Lord and Savior. You're gonna see the pretty heights of heaven. Do you get me? And that's why he's just relaying that message out. Do you know what I mean? I'm gonna wear this, but I'm gonna declare that Jesus is Lord, bro.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
But the pushback on that would be like, when it was just a black armband, why didn't you put Jesus as Lord?
Wait, that's what someone does.
No, you know,
Why are we laughing?
Sorry, you know what? If it's just a normal armband,
Yeah.
If that's what I'm saying. If it was his normal armband,
He doesn't put Jesus
say
loves
that.
you. Yeah.
So if you putting it on the rainbow armband, now it looks like you're
No, but there's some
players
players. There are some players like Saka. They call Saka and Timber the Bible brothers. There are some people that do have like religious messages on their little bands. Do you know what I mean? There are people that do that, bro. Do you get me?
No,
I'm sure. No, I don't think Arsenal won the level. The only problem I have with that, with the LGBT stuff is like, you guys, you all fight for one thing, the Premier League. I don't like it, especially even my club, where like what's happening in Palestine now. You aren't promoting that.
Money.
Yeah, because exactly. So they're all this is fraudulent for me.
Yeah, because when I saw that, I was just like,
even the black light, they don't care, bro. They don't care.
But that's
because they do that the knee, yo. They don't give a shit.
But that's the thing. We know that. We know that corporations don't. They only care about one thing, and that's profit.
So long as we're wood.
Pivot a little bit,
Yeah.
You said you've been going through some shit, yeah. Obviously, we're not going to talk about all that, but like, you wake up that day that year, it's just the lowest day. How'd you get through that shit? Or like, what's your?
Do you know what I was saying to Jordan before we started? I was like, it's I'm at a place where it's stable now. Do you know what I mean? It's not like what it was, but like Jordan was saying, like I think not to preach, but like being in church has helped. You know what I mean? And when you're reading the book, it's like I'm an affirmation person, and even when it comes to like, don't laugh, the babes and that. When they ask you what's your love language,
What?
words of affirmation,
What? You like babes telling you, oh, you're pretty, man.
I was just like,
Don't worry, this guy's the same. This guy's the same, man.
No, do you know watching him on it's different when you're sitting. He's actually so
I'm the same.
he's so zesty, man. Oh my god.
So tell Jordan, Jordan, you look like you're in shape, bro. Man is gonna post it. He's gonna go to the gym. He'll be like, yeah, I'm here, staying in shape.
Someone told, I don't believe in star signs. Someone said on my birthday, "Oh, Libras are good vibes." I said, "Oh yeah, Libras are good vibes."
So it's just like no one. You're constantly reminding the Bible that like no matter what, Jesus is with you. Jesus loves you no matter what. Do you know what I mean? So for me, that gives me a lot of strength and power. Do you know what I mean? I remember the situation with my car. My car was effed up, and like I really need my car. My car is like my third child. Do you get me? I need it for everything. Like when I was getting there, your mom was looking at me. She's like, you didn't book appointment. I was thinking, oh God, please, I need you right now. Then you just start messing around with it. Do you know what I mean? So it's just like them little affirmations there. That's what keeps me flowing, keeps me going. Do you get me?
Yeah, that's fair.
As somebody that is trying to increase their faith and their
you are.
God, yeah, of course.
What'd you say like that?
This is the part that nobody sees.
I did not. So you're like this? Oh my god! So let's just have something like this every week, bro.
Next week you see my expectation church. I can see the screen is so yeah.
The influence are short.
But like, what?
I'm gonna get
not what are your steps, but if someone's watching this now, and they wanna get closer to God or whatever, how would you?
See, I'm not the person for that question. Because
No. You're actually the perfect person.
Don't you have pastor friends that you talk to?
No, because I'm not gonna lie. I don't want to chat to the pastor. I don't want to chat to the pastor guy. Show me the guy that was doing madness and let me see how you do it.
Okay, yeah. No, so like obviously we've always been in church when we were kids. So Be Humble's dad, Be Humble was up here before.
Yes,
he was the leader. He was the leader of our church. I think my dad kind of helped build it as well. That's how we're close, like, you know, so stuff like that. So we've always been going. But I think it was 2017 really where my mom was like, I was just like life, like I was on the dole, wasn't doing that, and do you know what I mean? Like, and I remember my mom was saying like, she's always telling me to pray. But I was like, Marc, wait me with all that. When you know what I mean, you're going to church all your life and we're in Brooker, do you know what I mean? Like, right? But I remember then just asking God for 3 things. I remember it's just a stable job, and I remember 2017 when niggas really started traveling. Like, I seen people traveling, going, I wanted to go on holidays, and you know, sometimes they say like when you pray for one thing, you get more. But I moved out. 24 years of age, me and my daughter's mom, we got in like an apartment, and I had the stable job where I was able to look after them and stuff like that, and I was traveling. I remember going to Afro Nation, going to Rome. I remember doing all that. I was just like, oh damn. So if you do this and act like, it's not just doing it, it's acting, it's living it as well, you know. So that's where like that came from, and obviously there was a period where I wasn't going through, but then I said to myself, right, I'm about to have my son now. I've always wanted my son, healthy boy. We're after moving out again, lovely brand new apartments. Going through COVID, it was a hard time, but I always had in my mind, again, going back to the Bible, God is with me. House went on fire. We were homeless, but I was still strong because I always knew the Lord was with me, and that was just strengthening my faith to the point where before my mom even got back to her house and broke up, we got a new apartment. Like, I mean, new, like fresh, they're new builds, you know what I mean? So that's just always just strengthened my faith, and I was like, I remember then, like, every Sunday, I'm not going to church, but I'm seeing everyone going to church, you know what I mean? And my abs are snapped, the silver, everyone's in church every single week. I'm like, right, you know what? God's giving me all these blessings, and I can't give him one day. Let me start going to church, you get me? Because look at all these blessings he's giving me. Through all my tough times, you're asking. You're not giving him, man. Do you know what I mean? Like, so yeah, so that's where that started, like,
Not
you know?
you.
Well gone.
Why? When did you take notice of like, okay, maybe I need to strengthen my faith? What was the breaking point?
It's always been there. Like I remember 2015, the moment where I was like, fuck this shit, man, was like, remember I told you I was on the way to a job interview, and like I was busting a little prayer, you know, yo God, man, let me help me get this thing, you know. What's funny?
That's how you talk to God.
You are so silly.
What's going on?
You are idiots, I swear.
What's funny?
Yo, look at me. Yo, God, yo, yeah.
Bro, I was walking into the interview in my full suit.
Yeah.
Oh God, man, help me with this thing, man.
Hey, you have to talk to God.
Yeah, do you know what? Sometimes I do that, you know what? Like, I'm not trying to do like a bleeding KD or that. I'm not talking to God how I talk to them.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
You change your whole vocabulary, everything.
Yeah.
Oh, God, bro, man, yo. Help man now, innit?
But yeah.
And then I just caught myself in the moment, and I was like, if you get this job, are you going to go back to God? Nah.
Oh.
Every time, bro, I won't pray. But
Did you get the job?
Yeah. Ask me if I went back.
God. This guy's so silly.
Bro, even when I was in uni, ask me if I pray every morning. No. But exam time comes now. I've got my set routine before every exam. I sit down, lay my shit out, look at the paper, get everything ready. Yo, God, man, help me with this thing.
And then as you were doing this, more times than God was pulling through.
See, but then I don't know if it's the nigga in me. Of course, I was gonna fucking pass. And then, you know, the results come out. Yeah, man, we lit in it, and we just keep it pushing. Then on this day, I was just going. I was like, yeah, God, man, help me with this interview. You're kind of a hypocrite, you know. Like, if you get the job, you're not gonna go back to God.
Yeah.
When things are good, you don't say, "Oh, yo, God, thanks for that." You just, it's always, you're always asking for something. And then the next thing was like, as much as all this praying that I've been doing, and all these times, like, I haven't really felt nothing. Everybody's always talking about, you know, I prayed and I just felt this peace, or this happened and it was God and I could hear God chatting to me. I pray in the silence, bro. It's like, bro, I'm just chatting to a wall. Like, yo, God, man, hope you're there. Like, what's funny?
Oh my God, cook now.
What's funny? I'm talking you through the journey, man. Like,
oh, you man are tough. Boys, don't quit. Don't quit, boys.
I'm taking you through the whole journey, and it was one of those things where prayer became a. If there's a chance that this thing works, let me just throw it there. Like, let me give myself every possible chance to get whatever I'm looking for.
Yeah.
It like, you know, one of those half-hearted things. Like, if it didn't work,
it's like playing the lotto. I might as well. There's a chance.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? And then at one point I was like, bro, God, yeah, you know where I am. Find me.
Okay. So that was the point you're at. Now you're at the point where you want to reinforce your faith again.
Yeah, but then now it's like, because you know what it is, yeah.
What religion are you, first of all?
I'm Christian.
Okay, go on.
Half my family is Muslim. I got Muslim.
Yeah, that's why I asked.
I'm Christian. But yeah, so then it's kind of like, and also, you know what it was, yeah. I can't tell if it's coincidence or if it's God. Do you get what I'm saying? You know, some people are like, Mick last week.
Yeah.
I wrote down a number. They fired me, but they gave me that exact number. At a certain point, you got to be like, I have coincidences like that.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I went for an interview, I got the job.
Yeah.
But I'm also qualified for
That's where faith comes into it, though.
Exactly.
And faith is what you can't see. We can't see God.
Exactly.
So it's your faith that will carry you through. Do you know what I mean?
And that's the point.
Amen,
But also,
amen,
I didn't look, man. TV's rubbing off on my.
Ranger.
You know what? Church is working.
Impact. I'm maybe on the same level. For Impact. Like I think that's church.
But yeah, so it just came one of those things where it's like, okay, I don't feel nothing, and also it's not like anything in my eyes, anything like drastic or crazy out of the ordinary, or like I got into an accident and like they said 99% of people would die in this thing, and
okay.
None of them just happened to me.
Okay.
Like a lot of the times it's like it's an exam that I stayed up all night studying for. Is it God or is it you just knew what?
Does your mom pray?
Oh, bro.
There you go.
Bro,
There you
prayer
go.
warrior, bro.
Listen, exactly. See me. Them times where I get kicked out with the house on the back of my mom's couch, right? 5 a.m. I already can't see because the couch is like this couch. Yeah, my mom has a leather couch. I don't know why.
Congolese people love leather couch.
Bro, that shit's cold as well.
Thank you.
My mates, I told Tobi, there's no way I'm getting leather couch in my own house.
You have a vitrine?
No, I'm
like, don't man. See me. I beg. Next year I want to see a vitrine in that house. But anyways, right? When I go back to my mum's house, 5 a.m. every day, she's praying, bro. So I always believe them times where I wasn't praying, what your mum is doing, that's what's covering you and giving you them blessings. Yeah. John was up here, told me, what car are you driving, by the way, if you don't mind me asking?
Audi. So not Merc.
Thank you.
You want to stop talking?
No. He's blessed. And it's covered by his mum's prayer.
Yeah, but this is the thing. But you know what it is, yeah? I think when you've been blessed for so long, it becomes normal.
Or it start to feel normal.
It feels normal. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, there's very few times in life where I've been down the baddest. Do you get what I'm saying? Like a lot of
life
things.
Life didn't have color.
Yeah, bro, like I'm not gonna lie, a lot of things kind of just be falling in my lap.
Yeah.
Like,
and do you think sometimes, like I was listening to Marc Guehi on say this on Flagrant, and he was saying like sometimes suffering has to be a part of you for you to be able to appreciate something.
They spoke about it in church last week.
Yeah, because the way he was saying is like he stayed up. We're talking about parenting. He was like, Schultz was talking about how before the night before his special, his kid couldn't sleep, and he just stayed up with her, lost sleep, blah blah blah. And it's true. Sometimes that's suffering in quote, because that's not really suffering, but like when you go through that, it creates a closer bond. Them like yesterday, you getting sick at 1 a.m. everywhere, me cleaning you, having to feed you, it creates a closer bond. So even through what we do, or through work, or through promotion. You stayed in the office till 11 o'clock, blah, blah. So then when you do get that promotion, you appreciate the promotion because you knew kind of what you're doing there. Whereas in your case, if things are just happening, or you feel they're just happening, or you're just getting things. Because transparency, we've talked about gal. And you'll be like, I didn't really try that one, it just kind of happened for me. And then like sometimes you don't have that appreciation. And you felt that throughout your lifetime, like because we talked about school. I felt like I went through a bit more suffering, and I really appreciated my degree. But whereas you just feel
I hardly got out of second year too.
Yeah, so you feel like that's a thing with you in life that I don't because you don't struggle as much to get things. You don't really, maybe you don't appreciate them as much. You see it as normal.
Yeah, low key. Like I've never been like I said, I've never been in one of those situations where it's like, God, I need this exact amount, and somehow, bang, it just lands. Do you get what I'm saying? For the most part, thank God. We don't get there.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, so but the thing is like but I have always believed in God, and like there's certain things like my mom's a prayer warrior,
Same.
you know, she goes into
Same.
spirit.
Yeah.
Bruv, every time Digi comes to my room, I had a dream. So don't get into fights. Someone pulls a knife on you. Someone's gonna pull a knife on you that day. Like probably 6 hours later, someone pulled a knife on me. Like,
And then you say, this might be a coincidence.
You get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah,
and that's why I asked him about like who around him, because I do hear that, because I do hear your journey. I remember there was times where like you know, you talked about like, I remember you were talking about like you had no, like you were down low with bread, and like why am I moving like I'm in uni type of thing? Do you get me? So you have had struggle, but now when I heard about the Merc when John was here, I was like, oh, gee, fair play, he's at the ground. But that's why I asked her, who's praying around you? You're saying your mom. I'm telling you, man, because a lot of people say like even us, we have there's power in the tongue.
Yeah,
we have. Someone it was JJ, because I spoke about one of the reasons why I'm having like a lot of struggles with. I've had struggles with my son's mother, where it's like no manifestation. Yeah. So in church they were telling us there's evil spirits in that, where when you're like, there's something spiritual about that. Yeah, and I remember like, oh, I manifested my home and this, that, and that, blah, blah, blah. And JJ goes, we have power in this earth, us, you know what I mean? Where we can speak things into existence and all that, blah, blah, but with that power, by not giving God the glory, it comes at a price. When it comes from God, there's no price. So me being kicked out multiple times and going back to me man's, that's the price of like shouting on podcasts, shouting on Instagram. Oh, I manifested my home. I used to see me and Vinaya watching football, da 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 da. I wasn't giving God the glory. And that's why like I've had sufferings, you get me? Well, obviously there's deeper context to that, what's going on with me and herself or whatever, blah, blah, blah. But when I was deep and I was like, yeah, shit. So every time, no matter what I say, in all things, good or bad, I always give God glory, do you know what I mean? All the time. Because like I said, nothing even that I have, my car, my kids, the career I'm gonna have, that's not mine, bro. And there's a deeper purpose behind that. Like I said, we talked about impact and all that, blah, blah, blah. Do you know what I mean?
okay, but you say all that, but then you still project all this anger. You say all that, but you project all this anger.
Here's the thing with me, right? Human beings, we're flawed.
Yes.
And I put my hands up, yeah, and we fall. Those lads where that don't want to knack, and they're on their walk, but they knack. You fall, bro. Do you get me? And with the Lord as well, what we need to learn as human beings as well, gives us grace. Do you know what I mean? No matter what, like you'll be forgiven once you confess this, that, and that, blah, blah, blah. One thing that's funny about me, there was one day I do a morning walk prayer, so I get off the Lewis at Stephen's Green and I walk to the end and I do my prayer or whatever. I was like, and one part of my prayer was like, get the spirit of anger and hate out of my heart. I said that prayer, I got into work, I was on the timeline tweeting, I want to fight Lord Waverton.
This guy.
But this is the thing, yeah.
What the? That was like a 5-minute stretch. That's okay. So he told the story to Smiley, and he said, "You remember Smiley told him Smiley told him an idea apparently by just like laying in bed or something like that." And Goody said, "Me too, I'm gonna try that." He says 5 minutes later, I end up having a wank.
No, look, I hear that.
I hear it. To be fair, freak out. What else am I gonna do? Like
sitting there thinking, you're getting ideas in your head. Oh yeah, a little quick porn hole, you know what I mean? A Bella Danger, you.
Yeah, boy. Well, yeah, I don't know, man.
I don't know.
Sick, man.
You don't know. You don't know what? Oh my god! Sit there, you stop, will you? Fuck off.
Hey, we're proud.
That's good.
But yeah, I don't know, man. It's just one of them situations, and it's like we're getting there now.
Yeah.
How do you man chat to God? Do you man chat to God like he's your boy, or do you do this? In Jesus' name, Father, Lord, we thank you.
When I used to go to church often, with the English church especially, when we were younger, they kind of taught you how to pray. They give you like a little formula, like, oh, okay, first you give thanks, and then and I think I still kind of go through that formula, but I expanded on it.
Yeah,
and they also teach you like praying with a tone or a language that you speak to God in. That's when I was young. And I remember going to church when I was older. My pastor says, "Nah, man, pray to God how you talk to anybody. Like not anybody, but pray to God the way you talk. Like I can't. He has a Tala accent. That's how he talks, and that's how I expect him. He's going to pray to God. He's not going to like be prim and proper. He says, because sometimes we don't. This was the pastor at that time. So you don't. God understands all languages. So what do you think he's not going to understand the way you speak to him?
So does God understand slang?
Yeah.
What are you laughing?
If you say, give me this, oh God, I beg, give me this drug, innit? He understands now. If I understand, you think God can't understand?
God, give me some pee.
It's like what they say, even when people are praying in tongues, he understands that, and that comes from the Spirit.
Exactly.
That's one thing now that, see, when you're kind of skeptical, like, that's one thing I don't know, like, it has to literally happen to me, where I'm like, speaking in blatant tongues, you know what I mean? I don't know how people do that. Yeah. Another thing I kind of be skeptical about as well, the falling. I don't know about that.
I'm not gonna lie. When I was young, there was one pastor. Man was going down the line. People were falling, and I was stubborn these days.
Yeah. You're stubborn.
Pushing my head. I'm not going nowhere.
You're pushing my no, brother. The Spirit will knock me down. You know what I mean? Not you. You're saying the Spirit. Okay, yeah, come now. Do you know what I mean? Hardly. I see pastors be doing that and all. Stop.
Well, actually, quick pivot. Speaking of pastors, Pastor Tobi's getting bored.
Yeah. Thank you. Brother, I see you. What did you ask that question, by the way?
What question?
Is it a cult? It clearly is, Jordan.
No.
You're too smart for this, bro.
I was doing.
Okay,
I was doing what they say. I was being obtuse.
Okay. I was like, what?
Okay, wait.
Pastor Tobi.
Okay, wait.
That was the least surprising thing I've ever seen in my life.
Do you feel like, even though he might be doing whatever, allegedly be doing from blah blah blah, whatever, innit?
Yeah.
Like you said, sometimes it's about getting people there.
Yeah.
Right.
How many people have actually found Jesus through that?
That's a good point. Because remember, it was like when John was shouting, people are going to church and they're not being real.
You're going to church for girl, but then you find
at the end of the
Jesus.
day, if you go to church and you actually find God and you continue this walk, I will say, because he's been doing it for so long, I would say there's probably like anything, there probably is a group of people who are walking a religious life, and maybe they had the discernment to leave his church but continue their walking.
Yeah.
I would say there definitely is people.
Yeah.
The thing about him is, he's a politician disguised as like. He's a good talker and good communicator. People that do that cultivate that kind of cult, they know how to get a message across. It's just now about having the discernment and the wisdom to be like, this guy's a phony. Because there's a lot of people that can follow a guy rather than follow God. Do you know what I mean? They see this guy and the way they always say, if Jose Mourinho existed in the 1930s, he would lead an army. Because the way I see him in Turkey and the way people follow that guy.
It was Ibra said that he'd die for him.
Do you know what I mean? I'm like, those kind of personalities and have always existed. Like the Hitler and the Stalin. We're just lucky that there's football, that he can lead a man of people. So I think Pastor Tobi, you don't create anything this big or this popular without having something about you. He has something about him. But I think he still leads people.
You know what? Like, I think there's a part of him that has the right idea. In terms of like, there's somebody that's going to look at KD, right? Yeah. And be like, right, he's got some clout. He's got some motion. Yeah. Like, I like the way he dresses. I want to be like him. Yeah. Because I'm not going to lie to you. A lot of times especially when I was younger, I looked at the people that were quote unquote good Christians and I didn't want to be like them. Your life looks boring to me. Yeah. It actually turns me away of like, I want to go live the life that looks fun. But now, there's probably a youth that's saying, come with me in the day of life of KD, and they're seeing flights, they're seeing this, they're seeing fun. It's like, all right, you know what? Yeah, that actually seems like a good time. I can do this Christian thing.
Oh, okay, you're saying that the influencer not KD, but Pastor Tobi, that influencer angle can make that life look not as boring as the way it looked like when we were looking at younger. You're looking younger, you're going to prière, lundi, choir practice, mardi, Saturday you're there, Sunday you're there. So you're looking at this like, what life are you? But in the way that like. Okay, maybe it's like, come with me in the life. I'm opening up the studio. I have open circle on Tuesday. Then I'm doing Where's Your Head At here. That can look like, oh, he's just a person living a life. It's not like he's
man's
just
going bowling. Man's doing this. Because sometimes, like a lot of these older pastors, they just make it seem like your life is church and anything out of that is bad. And it's just like it makes you not want to go.
And some even new Christians, where I go the other way with John. It's like that be like, say for instance me, I went completely the other way. Yeah. You know I'm drinking. You seen Playboy Clarity. Yeah, you know what I mean? You seen all that. But I'm like, oh, Jordan, you're out. Dead, you're out. You're with y'all. No, bro. For me, walk your walk, bro. If you're not trying to bring people with you by being an example, but not trying to put people down. Yeah. Me, I don't party like I used to. Crystal, before lockdown, I'm dead every week. On a random Wednesday, I'm down in a bottle of Jack. Now on a Tuesday, I'm going open circle. Yeah. There was one week I went open circle like 4 times, and I had church as well. Do you get me? Where they had that, I think they had their motive thing that they doing. I think it was Friday and Saturday. I went to that. Tuesday I was in open circle, and then Sunday I was in church. You get me? And my life is completely changed. That's my walk and where I'm trying to go. I'm not like apart from last night. I'm actually dying for a night out now. I don't know what happened. I might go out on the 4th Soho.
Yeah, okay.
We're outside though.
Yeah, I might be outside, but that's because now I'm going church and I'm outside. Oh, I'm a bad Christian. No, allow me. And then obviously someone even said, like, obviously we all had our Spotify Wrapped this week, yeah. Someone was like, "Oh, all these Christians are showing their true colors of what they listen to." Bro, shut the fuck up, man.
I think it's those ones that I think John was talking about.
Because I'm listening to Lil Baby, I can't fucking. Now there
All
are
I'm saying is
certain.
Bonsoir Baby, man.
Yeah, you get me. When Sammy wouldn't promote a song,
was it him?
yeah. When Sammy wouldn't promote a song, what? Because it's I'm on this walk, I can't promote a song, bro. Allow me, bro. Don't do that. I'm saying Bonsoir Baby. Now there are some people now there are. Remember when Jay Huss was doing his madness and he's telling you he's worshiping the devil? That's when I kind of like, okay. Do you know what I mean? That's when you have a choice to make now. Are you going to go down that route? I don't listen to my man because of that. When who else is that? There's other people that do madness, like that do kindoki stuff and all. I stay away from that because I'm not trying to do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I hear that, but
James is too good, is he?
No. Dead.
Oh wait.
It's your podcast. So
Let me.
Yeah.
Drake's lyrics, Blood Money. That's how I got this shit.
What songs he say that in? I'm not gonna listen to that song.
No, Blood Money. Okay, what do you mean by Blood Money? As in, like,
Why are you telling me?
Gangster talk, or are you talking kindoki talk?
What difference does it make?
Oh, because Drake's not a gangster, bro. Number one, right?
Okay.
So he's for me, my opinion, capping in his raps. Yeah, when someone is saying I am worshiping the devil and doing all that, I'm saying away now. If Jay Huss is rapping and he's whatever, I'm gonna listen to that. Do you know what I mean? But when he was doing that kind of witchcraft stuff for a little bit and he putting up mad stuff on Instagram, and I was like, yeah, I'm not trying to. I'm not trying to follow this.
Look, I hear all that.
Anyways, Goody, you're here also for March 15th.
Yes, sir.
What's happening then?
Live show, second live show. So I said, look, let me do a bit of a media run. I know it's a bit early, but like, let me chat to my people's man. Because obviously it gets tiring sometimes being the one that anchor asking all the questions. So I said, let me just chill for a little bit, do a bit of a run. I'm gonna do more stuff as well next year. So hopefully I've done radio there with Tobi and Demi the other day, chopped it up. You guys should do that actually. It's so class.
I used to do it.
You used to be in Demi seat.
Oh, it used to be in Demi seat, yeah, it's class. I just think how Tobi explained it to me as well, how it is for the culture and stuff. He's playing Irish music and stuff like that. I just think it's a space for us, do you get me? So I think we should champion that a little bit more as well. Second live show. Like I said, I don't think we've had a live show this year. Nobody had a live show this year.
That's why everybody's rushing next year.
Yeah?
That's why everybody's rushing first half of next year.
Yeah. No, you know what it was with me? I got a good date. So mine's March 15th, and obviously it's a Paddy's weekend. So it's a Saturday. Last time I had it on a Wednesday. Let's go for it. Like,
how's the last one actually?
Last one. So again, with me, I was so conscious of like, know what your first one, you're talking. Obviously, we go to music shows, we go to all this other stuff. So people like with talking, it's kind of like, you know, when you can ramble on sometimes. I know I can ramble on sometimes as well. So I don't want people just sitting there listening to me talk. So I had obviously Be Humble perform. I had Games, had Joe perform.
Chris said he was there. You know Noella's brother?
Yeah.
He said he was there. He said Be Humble was class.
Yeah, Be Humble.
Yeah, I heard great things about
Now, listen, I've been shouting. Me and Amelia have been, since SoundCloud, we've been telling people. Do you get me? Yeah. But obviously when I got feedback, obviously the people are telling me it's great, whatever, blah, blah. But then the people in this thing, Smiley, Fiona, they were like, look, we need to see more of you. Do you get me? Yeah, it was great putting all these people on, but we're here to see you. Smiley was even kind of disappointed when the director of the thing was like, oh, he was more talking about Be Humble than he was talking about you type thing. And I was like, again, that's when I came into this thing, I know my light is bright, you get me? I know my light is bright. I'm happy to like shine on other people. Like I'm happy that B's getting this, and a couple of people that didn't know B were starting to kind of follow B on Spotify and all that, blah, blah, and I want that for him, do you get me? But obviously now, when Fiona was obviously coordinating for me on this second round, she was like, we need to see, Dongo, your Congolese side, your vulnerability. We need to get to know who you are.
Yeah, man, come on, some pointy shoes and shit.
Even if you're Congolese side,
This guy,
Bro, put a vitrine on the stage, bro.
He's on the stage.
I might do that. I might do that.
And
So
get Congo Boy to MC it.
listen.
No, but you know what? Because I actually
MC Sika.
I do hear what you're saying, because it was one of those situations when we had our live show. Like,
You try to pack it too much.
Yeah, because you kind of get into your head like, I want this to be
show.
worth it for
Because
people
niggas
that
are
come.
paying. They're paying. Put money in their
You
pocket.
really want it to be worth it, but sometimes at the end of the day,
They're paying
you're
for
coming
you.
to a podcast show,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
coming for
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
But
When the shift happened for me was when I think I went to 90s Babies. They just came on stage and just talked for an hour. There was no bells, and obviously they had the girls come on and we had those. But when they came on stage, they didn't say this is a musician. They just talked for an hour, did a few dilemmas, and bounced. And everybody was engaged because I'm like, oh yeah.
Were they though?
I will say
A couple of niggas were saying,
I will say
the
one.
fuck was this?
One thing
Fair
about that venue specifically, Soundhouse. If you're not sitting and you're in the back,
It was Sugar Club.
Sugar Club. Sorry,
Club.
if you're not sitting in Sugar Club and you're at the back, it's so easy. Like you can't really hear what's happening on screen.
Yeah.
I think all of the speakers they pretty much stop where the seats are. Because I remember the lads. Was it the second show?
Second show.
The second show. I was in the back.
Yeah, same. I was.
I remember seeing you, man. Yeah, I remember seeing you, man. Yeah.
I was. There was more conversations going on than there was on stage.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it was
Until we
just
did
so
the
hard
verses,
to. It was so hard to like actually
engage.
engage. Like, do you know what I'm saying? So I think that was more the problem than the actual.
Okay,
Sure.
because with the night movie, I thought it was fine. I didn't, because I sat down a bit up, and then like they came in and the Fred would start talking about his missus playing with his bum or whatever, and I was like, oh, that's how I started the conversation. This guy laughing, and I thought it was fine, but maybe fair enough. I didn't hear any of the
Have you
negative
gotten there?
feedbacks. What?
Have you gotten there yet?
Where?
Where it's like
Well, you missed anything can go.
which can
Yeah.
Nah, I'm not there. I'm not there. I can do the bum thing though. I don't know. I think I can, and I probably will. I probably will. Let's not lie. You're right,
Joe,
Fred.
Joe, it's
I'm
not.
not there
it's
yet. But I
not.
think
Listen,
I will.
it's not as bad as people. Like we're talking about eating ass,
Oh, your ass eating.
bro. I haven't had eating bowl.
Oh, have you had a play bowl?
Bro, remember Stamford Bridge,
Yeah.
brother? Dej, brother,
He says this one you go stand outside the house for 2 days.
brother.
You know what?
I was someone that was so against this. Whoa, what you mean eating ass? But brother,
How'd
the
you
way
get
this
convinced?
girl can play a match, it made me go down there, bro. I just munch. And I was actually alright.
Fair enough, yeah. No, I hear it. I think James and Ford were saying the same thing. They were saying it's like, especially after a show.
Why are you talking like you haven't eaten ass before?
I've never, no, honestly, I've never eaten ass. I've never done it.
You're still
I have never done it.
two clowns, man. I love the
If I did
range,
it-
though.
wait,
I love the range.
Wait, hold up. You've married, you've never eaten ass?
No, I've never eaten ass, but it's not my thing. I'm not, if I did, I would say it.
Are you doing PR because obviously wife you can't?
No, I've talked about everything related on this pod. I've never done it. If I've done it, I'll just say I've done it. It's not.
Try it.
Grow up, bro.
These guys are crazy. These guys are crazy. But yeah, we're about to wrap up this podcast game. How do you see it now? Because we asked rappers about how they view their game. So let's ask the podcast how you
The
view
podcast
your
game.
Yeah.
I feel like, do you know what?
Before we wrap up.
Especially GTG this year, capitalized and rightly so. They put in the work. They were going through stuff as well. Like all of us were going through. So were they.
Yeah.
But they kept going. Do you know what I mean? And they've literally marketing, conversations, whatever, collaborations. They've killed it. I just feel like you were throwing some memories as well the other day, and I've seen some. I think 2022 we were at our peak where everyone was. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, no. Look, I feel like I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Like if you guys stay and where's your head at can be consistent again. Because obviously I'm seeing a couple of podcasts that are nominated for the awards tonight, and I'm just like,
Don't do this.
is this where we're gone?
Yeah.
No.
No. It's like you can obviously tell by the names there that we must have fallen off.
Is it
for those names?
We did fall off.
Yeah. So it's
Yeah, we know this.
Yeah, exactly.
Like we said, we went from having 4 live shows in a year.
Yeah.
To having
0.
yours was last year, wasn't it?
Yeah. Last November.
Oh shit, yeah. To having
Yeah. So
absolutely
zero. Nobody.
Nothing this year, bro.
Nothing this year, and
Like,
that's the thing.
That's even with the awards, there's no question.
Yeah.
And I don't think there has been a question since about June.
Yeah,
We've
yeah.
known since like June of who's winning that podcast of the year.
Yeah,
And
no,
there's
no,
But come here, boys. What you think of the rest of it, though? Like, just quickly, like, just because I don't want to be talking about it really after this, but the awards in general, like, what you think, like,
I'll be honest, I haven't paid attention.
yeah? Have you not seen nominees?
I've saw the nominees.
Yeah.
But then when they did the short list, I just went to the podcast and I was like,
I just want to shout someone out. I hope, like, 'cause I don't know. This is just my opinion. I don't know. Like, I think someone that hosts and works for RTE should be up there for personality, which is Katja. I don't agree with that. I think that's scandalous. Do you know what I mean? It's mental. So
I sure it's a virgin.
it's a Virgin.
Sure it's a virgin.
The Virgin?
Is it not 6? Is that 6-1 show not RTE?
No, it's Virgin.
It is Virgin, yeah. Oh, well then. But anyways, my apologies. I hope Mick Medeiros, shout out him, man. I like his stuff, bro.
Yeah,
I
I
spoke to
actually
him.
don't know who's. I know Simmer's not that he owns that category. That has
Let's call it.
contributions.
Cameron might win that though.
Okay. Oh, they're nominated as
They
well.
don't know.
Nah,
Mad.
I'm not going to lie to you.
Yeah.
Simba posted these numbers today. No one's chatting to him.
Yeah.
I know that. That's what I post. He's not no one's friend. Simba is not no one. No, I'm just saying that he's never really had a challenge. He's never really had a challenge either. To be
Yeah.
honest, but that Camamo, what they're doing is sick as well.
Yeah, no.
But yeah, no one's Simba's friend though. Nobody.
It's sick. However, Simba posted these numbers and it's not close to anyone.
Yeah.
Like, bro, man is very humble for what man is doing.
Very humble. Look, I know him on a personal level, bro. Like the guy, he's a joker, bro. Like he's a very humble guy. And if he wanted to turn around and just say fuck y'all, he could.
Bro,
but he's a very humble
We're
guy.
talking about hundreds of millions here.
Yes.
We're not even talking about a couple thousand.
Bro, niggas, do you not see niggas flew out from, was it Italy or something?
Yeah.
Italy, bro, to walk with him, bro.
Yeah, that's...
He's not
Like
even
I always say,
friend.
there's people that talk about it and there's people that do it.
Yes.
He's one of the people that
Yes.
do it. He does it.
You don't
And
see
he doesn't
him-
even talk about it.
You won't see him crashing out online.
he would just pop up and say, here's my numbers. Argue with yourself.
Or and he would be like, here's me with an award again.
Do you get what I'm saying? Oh, wait. Oh, yeah. Here's me with Trippy Red. Argue with yourself.
Quickly, because obviously you probably you ask questions as well, yeah?
Yeah.
Who do you think should win Male Artist of the Year?
Travis.
I think it should be Travis.
Thank you.
Yeah, no,
100%.
Thank you.
He
No,
had
no,
slightly
Because
better
people are
game.
going to say Jordan because of the viral, blah, but no, for me, Travis, bro. Number one in Ireland. Well, go on, what's your opinion?
If Jordan is in the category,
He is in the category.
He is in the category.
he wins it. However, my only pushback, he's from up there. He's English, technically. If you want,
British.
if you want,
Yeah, he is. No, he's British. He claims it.
Yeah,
He claims it.
if you want to keep it a buck,
Yeah.
If we're talking about, if this is about our scene
Yeah,
and what we're doing, it's Travis.
Yeah.
like I don't even think it's close. Like
I
I
get-
can't even say Gliders because I
After
feel
the
like
album,
Travis has gone.
Yeah. After the album and their live show, Travis has. I don't want to say separated, but I see
No, he has
more.
the boat because obviously he's got,
I don't. Yeah.
when this drops, my one would have been out already out, so he explains it with me. What because L's gonna do his own thing as well, and they're gonna come back. They're gonna do Full Circle Part 2. They're gonna do a Blockbusters Part 2. They're doing all that. Do you know what I mean? But they'll just like want to do their own little journey now as well for a minute. And he played me because I dropped him home as well. He played me the tape, bro. This boy, obviously his new tune dropped there Friday. What's it called? Kung Fu or something like that.
Yeah.
Right, and bro, this boy.
Where's he forget? Where's he
boy.
getting all these babes from?
Do you know what? I think that's because
Where's he
the nigga was fucking late for the party. Thought we were recording at 9 o'clock, but I didn't really get to touch on it. But he got lucky. But bro, I told him like some of their babes, Champions League, bro. And like obviously privately speaking, if you talking, I was like, are you like? He's like, listen, it's work. I can't really, but if I wanted to, you know what I mean?
Oh, mad.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
no, I think I would say Travis because I think the album, he's obviously a part of that. They did the live show. That was the only time I was at any concert this year.
Yeah.
And then after that, I think there was a bit like he did a bit more
Bro,
work.
you went to America. He did his video, which looks insanely
On the
clean.
radar.
On the radar. What is it? Skepta's next up on the radar.
Yeah.
So that shows the kind of level that is.
Doing the freestyle, it's AG freestyle, AG, his own freestyle with some, I forgot what the name of that thing is.
The one where it's like, oh, what's called
Balmain or something.
rap on this beat.
Yeah.
Went there, shelled it
Yeah,
down.
yeah,
like,
yeah.
if we're talking about consistency and just in your face, back to back to
beat
back
selection.
to back.
Liam is producer. Shout out Liam. Liam is a bastard. Where you pick these beats from, bro? See this? No, bro. This is why, bro. I'd really like you were talking about like the levels that you need to be operating at to be people to really speak on you. I believe there's people here that are doing that, bro. Do you know what I mean? It's inspiring. Do you get me?
Yeah, no. It's,
Shout out Ireland, man.
It's really crazy. Like Gliders as them as a collective, because like even with their clothing line, you can't even call it merch because it's not merch. With their clothing line, it's like even that shit is clean. It's like it's consistent. It's just, bro, I'm not gonna lie. You gotta give props where props is due. Like them niggas are doing crazy shit.
They've killed it. I think for me, that's like the categories I really look at because I like music, I like podcasts.
Yeah.
All these like educator
I
of the
couldn't give a
year.
fuck.
Couldn't give a fucking. I
I'm not
couldn't
gonna lie.
give a.
They're not
fuck.
educated.
Yeah.
I was like, I have no
No, but
idea
you know
who's
what
gonna
though?
win any of this.
No, what? Shamelessly plugging my people though. I feel like they should do better with Business of the Year. Though. I'm so sorry. Like DBO Lash, give them some
Okay.
props because they're doing some work. Food Baby. They're doing some work.
yeah.
What's the Emmys one? E Studios.
Studios,
Do
yeah.
you know what I mean? Give them some little bit of
Marketing,
You
I guess.
I will say
Who
marketing.
are some of these people? Because some of these people like we don't even know who they are. We
I
know.
hear it because again with some people I see it because I follow them. Like I don't see DBO, I don't follow, but I do see Food Baby because I follow. Do you know what I mean? So
I think sometimes we get caught in our
Bro,
echo
with
chamber.
Emmy,
Yeah.
let me tell you something about Emmy. Yeah, Emmy. People will probably think, oh, Dongo had Billy the Goat this year. That's the one he the most viewed. No, she is smashing his.
Yeah.
She's doing season 1 numbers, bro. Obviously, it's not gonna do Fabio or Congo because I'm shouting them on to fight. But the like 1K in 24 hours. You only look at your analytics. 1.9 in 3 days, and there's other boys that are doing 500. Bro.
Yeah, but
the people that came to watch.
I think Emmy's,
because she's built a community with that with her brand, bro.
I think Emmy's one is probably like all the people that probably know her story or don't know her story. They all come watch. All the people that fuck with her, and then also
all the people that came.
The thing is, I wasn't gonna. It's not that I wasn't gonna watch it. Like I don't really watch it all the time, but. Fam, the way that episode was spoken about, I had no choice.
That's what I'm saying.
I had to go watch that shit.
Yeah.
And some people, let's be fair, they came for the gist. They came, like she said on the pod, like people expected to see me fail. People don't want me to be outside because I'm a mom or whatever.
Yeah.
So obviously she knows the way people speak on her. And those same people, like I always say, haters and lovers pay for the same price of admission.
Yes,
They came to tune in. They were like, hey,
too many gems. Okay, before you leave.
You could talk.
Yeah, man, we're wrapping up. I'm wrapping up on that mic. Right?
Go.
You, man, I know. Okay, you are giving the reasons, and I hear it. But man, we can't have 3 podcasts in the space, bro.
But there's 3 nominated, and there's GTG, there's you, and the host, so that's 6 now. Well, no.
You think I'm going down alone?
That's what they said. They said, "Oh, you're cyberbullying." Bro said, "I'm not getting."
Yeah, you man. Actually, no, you man. Nah, my boy wasn't happy with you, man. I'm not happy with you, man, either. Because you man were agreeing.
No. Okay, go on. Let you speak.
Right, I don't like that. John, what Dej made me laugh, right? Dej is so real. That's why I always respect Dej. Yeah, Dej was like, remember when I said, John, when I watched the back, because John, I was crashing out. Yeah. It was like, oh, with great power, fuck that shit. I don't know. No, someone goes, I threw it on TikTok, are you calling Uncle Ben? No, I said I lost my shit. I was still, listen, Katie didn't agree, you might didn't agree. I was standing by it. For me, when you're the guy, when they ask you a question, I'm not saying shout everyone out. Don't say what you said.
No, I agree with that.
That's it. Maybe, okay, everything else, whatever, right?
Okay.
Whatever. It is what it is, yeah. But I did do too much with that, with the great power stuff. What was I going to say? I always do
We're talking about the podcast, but I agree with that. What I'm saying is, like, you're like saying, how are we going to grow? My thing is, why do you think people actually care if this grows, or they just care if they grow? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you think, like, if you don't shout us, if you're not big enough, Brian, how are we going to grow? I agree. But why do you think people actually care if this thing grows? For me, people want them to grow.
All right, fuck it then.
Yeah.
Fuck it then. And that's why I said I'm just doing things from. I'm just doing things for me now. Yeah.
Because when I hear you go,
oh yeah. The cyberbullying, right? No, I don't agree with that. Number one, right? Like I said, I don't edit. If you watch that fucking episode, I'm sticking up for dude.
Yeah.
I'm actually sticking up for my man.
But they didn't say you were cyberbullying. They said that clip can be into cyberbullying.
That's a stretch.
Bruh, nigga, you put his face.
Nah.
I didn't put his face. And when I told, wait. When I told my editor, I told you I'm a fucking editor. When I told him, he told me, Dongo, if I speak, come on, stop being a bitch. I said, I bet.
See, you have to play on his ego.
I said, I bet. He's trying to bet.
He baited you.
Yeah, he did. But I was like, I bet. How the fuck jump me in?
But this is the thing, yeah. You know, anything that comes out from If I Speak, whether you did it or not, it's your brand. It's your face.
I said this. Like whatever people say on Charger, even if we didn't say it, because when that thing, the cyberbullying thing was said, who did they text? Was it not me?
Yeah.
I have to be able to be like, you know, it was said on my platform. Yeah. And when people come on your platform, sometimes you have to give them space to speak their opinion.
Yeah.
And whether, even if I agree to what they're saying, because like it's agreeing with someone doesn't mean like I stand with what they're saying. It's also seeing their perspective. Yeah. Like it's like, oh, I see why that looks that way, even though it might not be my perspective. But and I can see it was like, yeah, people say he's taking money and he's put his face there.
And also, you know what it is? It's not if it was that one thing in isolation, I hear your point. But it's not that one thing in isolation. It's niggas are constantly coming for guy.
Yeah.
Like it's always guys stealing money, guys doing this.
He doesn't stand for us. He doesn't stand for this.
What? Is he even fully black? Like niggas are always going at him. Do you get what I'm saying? So it just kind of seems like at this point, like you man, fucking relax. Yeah. And then it's different to use his name or even allude to him, but then posting man's face that's when it's like, okay, there's no mistake of who you're talking about now. Yeah. You might as well post man's government there, put his date of birth, everything.
Listen, I don't edit. No, but back to you, man. Though, like, boys, I was thinking about this yesterday, right? As well, whilst I was coming here. Now, if you mans are saying you're quitting, you better fucking quit.
Yeah.
Because if you man now decide, because now you're saying, I don't know if I should say.
No,
not now, right? But it's like, you know, if you don't say whenever you just plan on quitting, you guys stay.
Yeah.
You look foolish after saying we're quitting. But I think like you guys, and I've noticed it myself because I look at these things. Like I said, I'm looking at all these. I'm watching every single one of these, and I have seen the numbers have gone up.
Oh yeah, they have.
They have gone up. They're decent enough numbers, and it should be even more because of how you guys are so good at conversation. I think you said that you tweeted a couple of weeks ago. It's like when it comes to pure podding, I know why my thing is popular. I know that's why I even know how because of like how I get gal and stuff. It's not because of how I look. I'm rotten. Do you know what I mean? Like how I get gal is my personality and how my aura and how like do you know what I mean, how I am. Same with the podcast. People come for the show, the entertainment, but they are gonna get a bit of like conversation because I'm good at having the conversations. You get me? Yeah. But you guys. You just keep me up to date with what's going on the timeline. Just keep me with what's going on in the world, your lives. Deji, you spoke so passionately and I could resonate with so much with your job situation. Not the last episode, the episode before that, where you're just like, kind of like, you know, it's a struggle to get up and stuff like that. And I'm at that stage as well. Do you get me? I can resonate with that. So I'm just like, what is it that, to your two questions, right? The quitting stuff, and then obviously this is like, what do you think is missing? Remember we had that personality where Dave was fucking snapping.
Yeah.
All that
I understood what he was saying.
What do you think is like, for people to kind of like the way they're watching GTG and the way they're watching me say?
There's a couple of things, and I say this to rappers
from the horse's mouth.
Yeah, no, I say this to rappers, and I'll say it about us, and it's similar to casting. Our marketing isn't the best.
Our marketing sucks.
Yeah, you've seen the way DCD market. That's one thing. We don't have like that entertainment factor that you might have. That's your personal, and even KD kind of has it.
No, like, KD most certainly has it.
Yeah, KD has it.
Even when he preaches.
KD in the first couple. Let's say the first 100 episodes.
He was at the beginning of this episode that they did with GTG, and I could tell. Do you know what I mean?
Laulu, man, the stuff that he was coming with at the start.
Yeah, Laulu says everything like it's a matter of fact.
Yeah.
He'll say the sky is green, and you'll actually be like, wait, was it? The way he said it. Yeah. So I think our marketing issue, we don't have that it thing that maybe you or KD have. Let's be real. Some people just have that extra it thing that people resonate with, and I think I would say maybe Dave had it a little bit in terms of like entertainment factor, like Dave Smith. Yeah. He had that little Irish witty and banter, and people kind of also resonate that. Whereas I think me and Deji have it. I think our marketing isn't good, and also aesthetics. Like what I would give DTG a lot of credit for, they come looking clean, prim, proper every episode. You see them, their hairs are done, they look nice, the background's done, and we've been told this by one of our friends, and she's like, yeah, those three things. But I think for me, the biggest things are, we just don't have that je ne sais quoi. Do you know that kind of way? Like,
and that's real. That's honest.
No,
that's honest.
I don't. It's not that I don't think we can pod. It's not that I don't think we have.
No, you can pod for sure.
But because the people that like us really like us.
I think you have to understand what podcasting is. Like you said before, it's a conversation. Yeah. And that's where now I'm kind of like, because like you guys always say it's interviews, but it's kind of like you can get interviewed, but then you can have a conversation as well. Yeah. So I'm tapping into the conversations then as well, type of thing. Do you get me?
And Dave said sometimes like we try to be too nuanced and too balanced, and whereas like my crash out when I just got tired of like just pretending.
That was what did
and people were texting me, and Dave was like, yeah, sometimes like if you're trying to be nuanced and balanced, they'll cook you. Yeah. Sometimes just say what you feel. But I don't do this to ruffle feathers, or I just try to have a conversation with Dave. I don't really want to. Because what happens is you say an opinion, someone will see you on the opinion you said, now they want you to stand on the opinion. I even forgot what I said. And it's just not worth the hype. But Dave was
remember when that stupid one approached me?
Yeah. So Dave got approached in the night out because of something he said on the pod. Man's trying to have a night out and you're approaching me in a pod. So it's kind of like...
Was it on a gang thing, like?
It wasn't on a gang thing, but I almost slapped him.
What was the opinion if you...
It was... I'll tell you off.
Nice.
Yeah, so it's kind of like... But I honestly think the main thing is... marketing, I think that's a big thing. We don't market ourselves well, but I just don't think that... Because when I listen to you, I listen to KD, and I just feel like there's something that you guys have that just translates.
Yeah, I don't think our shit's sexy.
Yeah.
But you know what though? Recently, Lubung's, she's only tapping into you now.
Yeah.
Emmy would regularly watch mainly me, but she's regularly tapping into you now. So he's not getting people that are regularly watching now. Do you get me?
One of our friends, again, she was trying to give us advice, and she says, do you know what it is? We don't care, we're leaving anyways. It's letting us speak more freely, and a lot of people are resonate with that. We're not thinking as much. Like that crash I had.
Yeah. It's like, you ever see, like, I remember there was a movie, don't know if you know, what's her name? Queen Latifah. Do you remember when she got told she only has a few days to... And she's just doing, like she's flying off things and all. And I always say, like, don't really wear I'd skydive. I got told I have 3 months to live or something like that. Because I think I have a phobia of heights. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Well, people are going to joke about that because of my height. Oh my God.
Well, no, I think that's it.
Do you get me? Like, I thought when you're like leaving or whatever, you don't give a rat. You're just going to be kind of free.
Yeah, because that thing that's...
You're thinking. It's instinctive.
Yeah. That thing of saying, let's stop pretending. Maybe a year ago, they'd be like, I don't... Because I'm going to see these guys again. I don't want to be ruffled feathers. I don't want to be uncomfortable. Yeah. But then just speaking and people be like, oh, he's actually speaking his mind. And we didn't do that enough. And Deju would say he didn't do it enough. So I'm not even making excuses. I just don't think we have that sexy factor that people want to listen to or tune into every week. But I will say, and I saw you say this, that we deserve more love. I think the love that we get because it's such a concentrated amount of people, it feels like a lot. Like, people that really like us, like really. Like,
I always say, I feel like
we have no casual, but we have like strong.
I feel like if somebody saw us and saw the love that we got, you think we have so much more numbers than we actually do.
Yeah.
The love that we get in real life even is actually like, I go down the street sometimes and I've been in places and someone's like, oh, you're this from Charges.
Someone recognizes, says, oh, you do podcast with Jordan. And then you look at our numbers.
What's called? You know when I was in Morocco,
the
wedding planner was like, oh, you do that thing with Jordan.
Yeah.
Like,
class.
So we do get that. We do get that love. You get what I'm saying? It's just
that's deserved.
Like, I think it's one of those situations where if you give us a chance and you listen to us enough, you'll fuck with us. Do you get what I mean? But it's just that we don't have those. Like, there's times we could come in here and talk about like some salacious shit, some clickbaity shit. Yeah. That's the shit that will obviously get people going, people flinging in group chats, all that kind of shit. But I actually don't want to do that.
Yeah.
Even the Twitter crash outs. I told you specifically, I was like, I don't want to get into that because I don't want to give it air. I know people would love it though. People would, they talked about that thing that happened.
Travis fucking stitched me, bro.
Oh, did he? Yeah.
Brought my man's name up, bro. I had to talk about because I even referenced what you said. I was like, I'm not trying to give this air. But I was like, remember I showed you something. I want to fight this guy. Blah blah. He's talking about Nathan, by the way. I was like, oh, Travis, for fuck's sake. I'll talk about.
But the thing is, that's also the brand you built.
That's the brand. Yeah.
People see the Twitter crash out.
Yeah.
Just I'm gonna go listen to if I speak next week. Because he's gonna talk about this on this podcast.
Yeah.
Or you say Instagram live 8 p.m. They'll go to bed. and that's really what it is. Because like even people that don't care about the content thing, where they don't care about anything you have to say, they're not gonna watch on a regular basis, but they see this crash out.
Yeah.
All of a sudden they're tapping in.
Yeah. But no, I think but just for us, it's like it became difficult to do anyways. Yeah. It became a lot, especially because I was a new dad. Yeah. At the time, it was just so mental.
Yeah, it's overwhelming.
So much good, and then we took a break from that. Now it's actually a bit easier. That is like it just does its own thing. But at the time, at the beginning, I was like, something's gotta give, and it's this, and I wasn't enjoying it. I was trying to play the game. I was trying to be like, oh, let's get this, get someone, let's talk to this person. When you start to play the game and you go away from why you did it becomes less enjoyable.
That's why me and Ree a couple of weeks ago in our house, and I was like, we had a serious knock. I said, I'm not trying to play this game because I want to be happy doing this.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Some people are good at playing the game, and it benefits.
I don't want to explain myself to people. They know who they are at the top that play the game. You do that. I want to be happy within myself and comfortable. Do you get me? Okay. Last question then, right, for me. It's like, so when you guys do quit, like, so what's the gig then? What are you gonna do?
We go back to being regular civilians.
We'll go tweet them. What do people do that don't do podcasts? They just live life, no?
Yeah. And then we see crash out. And also, just because we disappear doesn't mean that we're gonna pop up on some people's podcasts here and there.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah, I don't know.
But what
I don't agree. I don't agree with you.
No, okay, but you know,
I understand that because we have someone that's literally telling us to.
I think even do you know what? Because no shade to Dave. Like, I'm not chatting shit. Like, I'm sure people have said this. I think used to when he left, people were worried. What?
No, I was worried.
Yeah, people. I remember having because it's like Dave was the one.
I didn't know if you were.
Dave was the one that was bringing the like you said the kind of the blah. I was like, okay, let's see how they adapt. Did you adapt?
Yeah.
Did you adapt? And I think even now, since he's like you said, announced he's gotten even better.
Yeah.
Bro, every Wednesday, like I'm in work, stressed out my head, but I'm listening to Cittg. I'm laughing, blah, blah, blah. Cause I'm a more visual person, but you guys, I'm like, I make sure on the Lewis and into work, I'm listening to the boys. It sets me up for me day, you get me? But like, going back to being regular, that's just, I don't know, boys. I don't know.
It's what you call, what's his name, Malik said to you. What's life for? to fulfill the spirit.
Yeah.
If your spirit isn't being fulfilled doing certain things anymore,
I get it.
Why are you doing
I get it.
And also for me,
see, that's a real listener. That's a real listener.
if it's for me, there's something about now being in a public space I don't like anymore.
Okay, are you still gonna obviously you're doing some stuff tonight? Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I'm still gonna do all that.
how? Okay, because you literally do not post. He watched my story today. I was like, Jeremy, did you follow me on Twitter?
Yeah.
He doesn't tweet nothing. So how are you now gonna brand yourself to be like, right? I'm available to host. I'm available for this,
Good
and that.
question. Because the podcast is the driver for those things.
Podcast now.
Like, okay, the thing is, I'm gonna be very true. The podcast has brought me a lot of opportunities. Like my first hosting gig, the boys, let me host that shit, man. My first paid one, sat here, like, boys, let me host that thing, man, and they let me do it. We'll figure it out.
That is a pure deadgy answer. Listen, okay, I'm killing it. I'm killing it. I got what I
Once
want.
again, you know what it is, yeah. Like I said, I've been blessed, and I'll continue to be blessed.
You know what? It's how things just fall on his lap.
And it hasn't failed me yet.
What's your long-term vision? Because like obviously he's hosting and he wants to do that. So, and I kind of want to step back from being in the public space and just
It's not for you, winning not like
not anymore.
And you know the other thing we spoke about. I can't do this without him.
Yeah.
Charger doesn't work without Jordan.
Because the thing is, Temmie was on Charlie Mace's pod, and Charlie Mace asked him a question saying like, if they came to you, Temmie, they said leave the boys, you get 200K up front, and in 2 years if you have the same analytics as you have now, you get 2 million. But you have to leave Fred and VP and do this. Temmie was telling Charlie no, because the only reason I have these analytics that you guys are coming to me for, because you know we also on the pod and they could be like Dave is the star, like Dave Smith, or they could be like KD is the star and they try to get KD. So then
M1 is Billy.
Yeah. I even used them as an example. So then I go to Dage, and Dage didn't even listen to this. I just asked him off the bat. I said, Dage, if a brand came to you now, it says leave Jordan, you get 50K. If you have the same analytics, it's not even that big, 200 views or whatever. You have these same analytics in a year, we'll give you 500 back. I said, are you gonna leave? Maybe not to my surprise, but then he says no, because the only reason Charge It is the way it is because I do it with you. Do you know that kind of way?
And that's why I can see that chemistry, because that's on a deeper level. It's like that's real, bro.
Yeah.
Some people will take them because look, we're living in times. I'm not gonna lie. I'm taking them when I'm leaving your ass. I'm not gonna sit here and be a prick. Man, know me. Man, know I'm gonna be real. I'm taking the money, but that's real. That's real.
I said it to myself.
That's
I
real.
would
That's
actually
so
understand if it was life changing money.
Yeah.
I wouldn't begrudge you. I'd be like, you know what? They offered
Yeah.
my man life changing money. Why would he say no? But the fact that because I thought the same thing. I was like, everything that you guys don't see. I'm the guy in front of the camera. I'm the guy that be posting. I be trying to share on Twitter. I be antagonizing. I be but everything that you guys see behind the scenes, all the trailers that
I'll let you know beforehand. I saw the thing that you posted. Yeah. I went straight to Ash. I'm grabbing. I don't care. I'm grabbing it. No, I'll show you after. I have my own one.
Let me even fucking tell you why. He doesn't even know this yet. He doesn't even fucking know this. So recently, one thing in my life, everything that I've learned how to do, from changing tires to doing literally everything that I've learned how to do, is because I end up getting put in a situation where it's like, I don't know how to do this, I just have to figure it out. Right? Yeah. And recently, I think from my 9 to 5 and shit like that, I've gotten very lazy.
Yeah.
I've gotten very, you know what? If this person could do it, let me get them to do it. If this person can do this, let me ask them to do it. I asked the nigga to do the shit. I asked him a year ago to do the shit. He said, yo, I can't do it right now. I was like, cool. 6 months later, my guy says, I want to start getting back into this thing. I want to start like editing and doing all this kind of shit. Bro, I need this thing. Yeah. Help me do it. Fam, it's been 4 months. I ain't heard a thing. I got vexed. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. I got so pissed off. I was like, you know what? I keep asking people to do this shit. It's even my fault for putting trust in somebody. So I said, fuck it. And bro, I stayed up for 6 hours doing that shit. I stayed on my laptop, me and YouTube.
Me too.
Me too, yeah.
Me too. I saw one. I said, I want to watch it. I'll show you.
Yeah. So I was like,
sick.
it just comes back to sometimes, if you want some shit done, do it
yourself.
Even
Do
the
yourself.
end, when we were at our live show, when I do the intro and the crowd says charge,
Yeah.
I was like,
you know what? I had the clips from the live show, because remember we recorded bits of it. Yeah. And I was like,
I even love where, like, obviously the charge to the game, the song,
yeah, it's gonna be, it's
and obviously the music video where he's like that. I was Ash. Do my own.
let me give credit where credit is due. I looked at GTD shit. I said, that shit is nice.
Of course, that's what I'm
she
saying.
made the beat and she told Salo rap.
Yes,
bro. I watched that intro like 4 times.
Yeah.
Before I sat down and made my shit, I said,
Yeah, that's what you have to do.
They got some pictures in it. Grab some.
That's what you have to do, boys. You look at, okay, what are you doing? I do that myself. What are you doing?
But yeah, nah, man. But yeah, no, like jokes aside, like I always say to Jordan, like even when Dave was here, I was like, for me, Jordan was the most important person on the podcast.
Yeah,
because when Dave was here, I'm a procrastinator. Dave's a procrastinator. You guys will not get Jordan couldn't come for one episode. What happened that week? No episode. Like literally, we're looking at each other. We're looking at each other. I think we used to record on Sundays, or something like that. Yeah. It's Saturday night. Me and Dave were like, "So is there an episode this week?"
Joe, I can even vouch for him again. He texted me yesterday just because me, like, obviously being a parent and the oldest, I'm always organised. I know I have a calendar even with my stuff. I know I'm charged tomorrow to have my own podcast. But he texts me just like seeing like if you're there. I text 24 hours. Let the guests know if they're gonna come. But I was like. Oh, you're so here.
Yeah,
he didn't text me.
Bro, I'm not. But I thought you were on last week. I was like, wait, Jordan. Yeah, so I'm seeing you on Saturday. Yeah, I was getting ready to come to the studio.
Yeah.
I was like, no, it's next week. Like, but it's shit like that. And like even in the times where we've said we're quitting, this guy is pushing up charger on the timeline. Like we're still here.
Yeah.
And like I know I can't do that. If you ask me to produce this podcast and did it by myself, and even if you gave me 50k or 100k, bro, 1 week I'm just not gonna tweet about it. The episode will be out, but nobody will fucking know.
Well, now, and then we do just you as well. Thank you for the feedback and always the support, because we do appreciate and we do hear maybe stay. And if it was me, and say for example you were always had on GT recruit, I said no, because we need as many as black spaces as black content spaces as possible. So I do understand that angle also, but like I said, it also has to feel good for me to want to continue to do it.
Yeah, everyone always talks about what the scene gets from us, but never what we get from the scene.
Yeah, because like GB was saying, it was like, yeah, but you guys is a different podcast compared to the others. The scene really needs you guys. The space really needs this kind of podcast. So I'm like, yeah, that's good that you're telling us the space needs us, but what are we getting back
from the space?
From the space, you know, not gonna be like, unless it's so for some people, if it's fulfilling you and you're getting the feedback that I'm homeless, but I listen to you every Monday, and so that is fulfilling because you're making an impact. You're like, you know what? I'm making such an impact. I'm gonna continue doing this. But for me, it's not that fulfilling anymore. It isn't. It was, and I pushed it, and I think certain things happen, and I just kind of was like, I want to step back a bit.
I hear it, bro.
Well, yeah, look, like once again, I always say, and I know sometimes I come across as very laid back and like I don't give a fuck, but I really do fucking appreciate all of the tweets, all of the fucking postings, the supportings, everybody that's told us that we shouldn't quit. Like, it actually does mean a lot. And I'm not gonna lie, sometimes it makes me look at Jordan like, wow, do we really want to quit this thing? The
one that made me look at it was Mick's voice note. Mick, he was on the episode last week.
I listened.
Before, he sent us like a 2-minute voice note explaining to us, because he listened to the Keston episode. And he was like, you guys can't quit. It's like, there's not enough black podcasts anyway. And it actually made me think about it. It actually made me consider like, maybe I shouldn't.
Bro,
like,
I listened to that Keston episodes, but I listened to the Mix one as well. I was in work. The last, I can say 6 episodes, bro. It's just being just pure and just hit.
I appreciate it.
And I hear it. Obviously, it's not fulfilling. And this once it's not fulfilling anymore. I hear it, man. I hear
and
it.
Also, that fulfillment can be got from the group chat. Like, it really is that simple.
And then shout out to you. Those episodes, like I said, I enjoyed the Smileys the most, but it was cool to see Emilia tell her story, because I've known of her, obviously. John's my guy, he's at my wedding, but I've never really kind of like built a relationship with the sisters because they're a bit younger. But so you hear things through the grapevines, you hear, oh, she had a baby, or she had another one, so you hear things, and then to just also in the Congolese community as well, and but to actually hear the story within her context was very powerful.
Why I loved and I said, and I keep saying, it's like she was so on brand. Yeah, I didn't want to ask certain questions because I don't want them say for instance what you talked about. Listen, like you always say, it's public, we can talk about it, right? Yeah. When found out about the pregnancy, the second one, he smashed the glass. Yeah. I'm not trying to John in my ear now, what did you ask? She opened her mouth and said that. Yeah. I remember I kept saying, like, if you want to talk about it, I kept saying that. Yeah. She talked, and then when she got to the point where I felt like, obviously, the suicide part, I was just like, in my head, I was like, oh, you're actually talking about this. Yeah. But she knows what the brand, she knows what I'm trying to do because she watches every week. Even during the day, like I said, I was on radio, she's there supporting. Instagram Live, if she doesn't watch that Instagram, it was one with, do you know Babo?
Yeah.
Right? I had Babo on. Remember, Babo had a bit of controversy over the COVID. He went out with some, I'll talk off camera, right? And I had an interview with him. She was the only one that watched. Do you know what I mean? She's been supporting, and I always wanted her to be on the chair, tell her whole story. And yeah, amazing.
Yeah,
amazing.
powerful
Top girl,
episode,
top girl.
Go to keep doing your thing, bro.
Yeah, nice one, bro.
Everybody seems doing their thing. Look, if you guys made March 5th, go on.
March 15th, live show. Go subscribe to the channel. Obviously, watch more podcasts. Keep supporting the boys on their journey. They're going to be here for a little bit before they quit. Yeah, March 15th. See us all there. Civic Theatre and Tala.
And if you made it to the end of
buy
this,
tickets.
Huh?
Where can we buy tickets?
on this
Oh, the link's in the bio on the link. On
Dongo
this.
production.
Yeah, thank
It's
you.
done. It's done.
If you made it to the end of this pod and you didn't like anything we said today, well,
Who won the thing?
oh, Sean,
Sean won it.
TJ the goat.
He got it.
I sent him €20. You know
Oh,
what I was doing, yeah?
Oh, the comedian guy.
No,
yeah.
He makes skits as
The
well.
skits, yeah.
So every week I was putting in the description because people don't read the description, and I used to tell Dage, I put if you see this in the description, you can win €5. Just DM us. Next week I put €10. Next week I put 50. Nobody's spotted it. I want to put €20. CG the comedian says, "What's this for? What's this for?" And like, I said, "Oh, he's spotted it." I sent him
I'm audio, D. That's why you're gonna help with petrol. Cost of living.
€20. Shout out to you, TJ the goat. If you made it to the end of this pod and you didn't like anything that we said today, well, you can charge it.
Bang bang.
Thank you for listening.
Bro.